Looks like a Ninja Turtles collab.
Oh yeah, I love Ninja Turtles though.
I'll text you. I'll send you a text, but I'll talk about this one right now.
All right.
This is Bean Burrito Gang.
Beatles song. I know every
talk about dance.
that you're gonna tell me about. You can have your own opinion.
I'll stick with Pat.
Do it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
You're now tuned into the Monday Midsole with your host, Molly Mall, One-Legged Lister, Polos and Jays, and Buckeye City Soul, powered by the usual suspects. Let's get it.
Perfect.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? The Monday Midsole. It's Monday. It's 8:07. We're in the building. It's Buckeye City Soul, your co-host, aka Kev, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to Mr. Lister.
Yo, what it do? It's One-Legged Lister, your one-legged friend, maybe your only one-legged friend. It's Monday, it's 8-ish, and so you know what time it is. Let's get it. I'm gonna pass it off to Father Time.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Polos and Jays. Shouting out the Red Cup Mafia. Everybody asking for that Red Cup tonight. But other podcasts been still in the Red Cup, so tonight we're gonna do something special with that big blue cup on that ass.
Well then.
And with that, I'm gonna pass it over to the boy Molly Mall.
Yeah, that's right. It's your boy Molly Mall, co-host. Got a great show for you. Welcome to the Monday Midsole. Appreciate you waiting while we got everything all set up. But without further ado, I'm gonna introduce you to the biggest hype beast in YouTube. Kais, what it do?
What's up? What's up? Former biggest hype beast. I dropped the title. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be known as a sneakerhead. That's it.
Like Diddy and Snoop now. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm getting old now, so we gotta let the young ones keep that title. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys having me on here, and I'm excited to have this great conversation with you guys. So.
All right, man. Let's do it. So we're gonna get you started like we do everybody else, man. What shoe got you into the game?
I don't. You see, the thing with me is I always tell people is like I have different it's like mood swings. Like sometime or back in the day it was like mood swings when I was like in my teenage years. It's like sometimes I was into sneakers and then sometimes I was into something else. Like there was one point when I was into wrestling and I just forgot about sneakers, and then there was a time when I was into just like partying and I wasn't worried about sneakers, But the first sneaker that I always think back to is the Jordan 12 Cherry, because that was the first sneaker that my dad ever bought me as far as Jordans and as far as the sneaker game goes. Obviously to me it wasn't anything special back then. Well, it was special, but it wasn't like what it is now to me when I buy sneakers. But that's the one that I look back at and be like, damn, that was the first sneaker that it means the world to me. And Jordan needs to freaking retro that damn shoe already. I don't know what they're waiting for. I talk to them. I literally talk to people at Jordan. I'm like, where's this shoe at? And they just laugh. They got it.
It's gotta be coming.
Yeah.
It's
bro, in the pipe. I feel like it's already made.
They gave us He Got Games twice before they gave us the damn Cherry. So.
And Flints too. Tell them to bring the Flints back.
For real.
2019 probably.
All right. So walk us through what made you start your YouTube page.
So I actually started YouTube there you go. Look at that. That's so beautiful. I wish I had mine. I sold mine. I had my OG up until about 7 years ago, and then sold it to someone like an idiot. But so I started YouTube in 2007, making skits that had nothing to do with sneakers because I just love creating content, and I've always been into making home videos and making people laugh. And then I think it was 2016 or 15. That's when I started to slowly incorporate my love for sneakers in the vlogs, and I saw that those videos started doing way better than my regular vlogs. So that told me that one thing is people like my shoes more than they like me. So I was like, all right, let me make a sneaker channel, because I was seeing all these other Tony D2 Wild. I saw Bull. I saw Perfect Pair, other people, killing it in the sneaker game. And I'm like, I want to get these opportunities that they're getting, and I want to take sneaker YouTube content to the next level. So I created Crew Cakes, and that's when literally everything just took off. And that's when I pretty much started the sneaker YouTube game. Not started it, but started my sneaker YouTube game.
Okay. So you named a few people: Tony Bull, Perfect Pair. Any other influences that you had?
Jacques Slade.
Sales man.
Yeah, I definitely like before sneaker YouTube was what it is today. There wasn't that much content on there, so I was watching like Nightwing, Kick Genius, Foamer Simpson, who's killing it right now. George Kill and Nice Kicks, like the sneak peeks, like bruh, we used to like die for those. Like there was nothing like it on the internet at the time, like video wise. Like it was all pictures, and then they started seeing deep stuff. So I got to give credit to those videos that just made me want to see more of that and create that type of content.
Now I know you've been around what 10 years or so, and then I think when you first started, weren't you doing videos with Fousey?
Yeah, I was doing videos with Yusuf. We went to high school together.
Okay.
So yeah, I started making videos and we put them on MySpace before YouTube was popping.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we weren't making any money. We just wanted the clout back then. So we just wanted to be cool in high school. And then I met Yusuf, and then we started making videos together. And then he created his own channel.
Yeah, I mean his stuff got crazy, and then recently I've seen. What are your thoughts on his recent behavior?
You know what I'm saying? He's getting people to talk about him. So
right.
He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's two different people. There's the one you see on camera, and then there's the one that I like the most, which is just the homie that we hang out with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me personally, like we made one video where we sat down and talked about all our problems because we've had fallouts and whatnot, but we have a really long history. But I mean, he's doing his thing. He knows what he's doing, and a lot of people think it's like him being crazy. But man, if y'all see the behind the scenes and what the deals that are going down,
that's awesome.
He's doing it. So
yeah, that's awesome. Because I mean, when I watch him, like I just see what they want you to see. So you know, you don't have that perspective. Because what I see, he's almost kind of like, what's that? Orlando Brown? Is that who the dude was going nuts about? That's So Raven. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Nah, it's definitely not on that level.
Okay, all right.
There's no drugs involved, and there's no cops involved and stuff like that, man.
All right, well that's good then. I'm glad to hear that, because I was like, man, he fell all the way off.
Nah, he's good.
So let me ask you this question, like. I'm sure that you feel the temperature change between age groups, because like I mean I've seen you. I've been to SneakerCon. I see you. Like I think it's dope that you take your time to embrace the kids and to sign everything they have. I mean you're a major draw for SneakerCon, and then you have people that are like in our age group. You have some people that are like that's cool. Like I'm cool. I'm cool with what you do. But then you have other people that are on the other spectrum of things.
Yeah.
Like, how does that affect you, or does it affect you, or is it something that you don't really see?
It's one of those things where like certain days it will affect you, and then certain days it's more about not affecting me. I just don't understand it. Right. But as I talk to more older heads and find out their reasoning behind it, is like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't understand why people have a problem with it, but it's like why? Like, and then I think back to like this, there wasn't really video content like a few years ago, like there is now. A lot of these sneakerheads really, they were showing off their shoes, but they weren't putting their personal life out there. And that's how we connect with our audience more. It's like, we don't just show you the expensive shoes we're buying. We show you the work we put in. We show you, the sneaker stores and whatnot, and you're not gonna make everyone happy,
right?
Never. In anything you do, there's always gonna be people that complain. But I feel like the older heads are starting to adjust to it more. Like I'm seeing like more YouTubers that are OGs and stuff like that. But I don't know. I really don't have an answer. I don't really have a feeling on it. It is what it is. But I just like why? Like why?
I think that people get caught up in the popular feeling. Like when people want to talk about a shoe, like when those was it Black Cat 13s came out, and everybody's like, oh, those are trash. Like, even before you even got a chance to really look at them, you know, they were trash in your mind. So when people have a popular opinion, then it kind of just goes with the entire crowd.
I'm just gonna say though, those Black Cats were trash.
Some people like them though, but some people like them, and you know, I'm not a big fan of them, but like I don't hate them. I'm not gonna buy them, but if somebody were to give them to me, I'd take them. So
a big word that I don't like to throw out there, but I mean its reality is jealousy, because I don't want to. There's nobody specifically that I want to point out or anything, but it's like, imagine if you're in the sneaker game for X amount of years, and then you just see this new guy come in here and just like have these lines and have like getting hella views and hella likes, and you're just like, why? Like, you don't understand it. And I always try to tell people, like, why not? Like, there's enough, like, there's unlimited likes on Instagram, there's unlimited views in this world, there's unlimited money for us to all make, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand the older head mindset, like, what's this guy think he's doing, coming in the game, selling merch, taking advantage of the culture, this and this and that. But it's like, you got to keep up with the times. Like, this is it. Like, if we did the same thing and went the same route as everyone else, then the sneaker game would just be like this. Like, it will never grow. You know what I mean?
Right, it would plateau. And I mean, after a while, you do see a lot of the same stuff on sneaker YouTube. You see,
right now it's really bad.
Yeah, like once one video pops, then you see another one and then another one, and they're all kind of like, I mean, when the back to school, everybody did a back to school. I'm not hating on if anybody did a back to school, you know, video or whatever, but
yeah,
it gets redundant. But I think that there's a lane for everybody, because people gravitate towards different personalities. So, you know, somebody that might like Mike Rich, you know, or, you know, whoever you identify with, I think that that's who you're going to watch anyway.
Yeah.
But Ma, what you got, man?
I want to circle back kind of with the timeline, and I know you said you no longer go by this title, but take us through kind of that thought process as you are analyzing YouTube and you want to take it to the next level, and you call yourself the biggest hype beast on YouTube.
So before like the sneaker stuff started, like I was doing YouTube, and every time I would buy something that was like hyped, or I would say I want to get something that's hyped, people would call me a hype beast. And you get that feeling, or I used to get that feeling, like, no, I'm not a hype beast. Like, don't call me that. And that's how I think everyone has always looked at that word up until about like 2 years ago, when it kind of switched over to being cool. And I feel like I might have a little bit something to do with that, as well as like companies like Complex, who kind of like made it cool and stuff, like our hype beasts who made it cool. But it's just like I wanted to show people that like it's okay to be a hype beast. It just means you like stuff that's popular. Like, who doesn't want new stuff that's popular? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you actually look at my collection, like only like half of it's actually all hype. The other stuff, I have a lot of GRs that nobody really cares about. I have a lot of Vans that nobody cares about. But
I don't care about Vans at all.
I love, man, I'm a Cali boy, Van. I love Vans. But anyway, yeah, so it's just like I wanted to change the way people looked at that word as being something that's like more positive. Like, it's okay to be a hype beast. It just means you like hype things. People are going to hate you for it, but embrace it. You know what I'm saying? You got to embrace it.
Right. Definitely, you know, put a spin on hype beast. It had a negative connotation, and then it just kind of became like a thing. Do you think that in and of itself kind of opened the door to the word vulture being attached to it now?
Yeah, man.
Vulture, what have you?
Vulture, yeah. Again, that's like one of those OG things. Like, I don't know. People call me culture vulture all the time.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I almost made merch that said culture vulture on it, but then I held myself back not to do it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It is what it is. If people want to add the culture vulture to the hype beast title, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna win everyone over.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to win everyone over. I'm here to entertain the people who watch me. And I've had conversations with people who have literally hated on me on the internet, and I saw them in person, and we talked, and it's like it's an opinion. So I'm not trying to convince people to like me. if you don't like me, I'm not gonna sit there and try to convince you to like me. It's just like it is what it is. So.
And how do you deal with the backlash in general, whether it be vulture, hype beast, or jealousy, the comments? Because like you said, good days, bad days, right?
Yeah,
so on a bad day where you're actually looking through it and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this long enough to where it doesn't affect me. It's just like, it is annoying sometimes. Like, I have friends who do YouTube too, and they're like, yo, your comments are really bad. And I think it comes from jealousy again. In our community, there's a lot. It's obviously it's male dominated with the sneaker community. So when you talk about males, and it's like when you see a nice guy's car and he has a better car than you, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go up to him and be like, yo, your car is better than mine. You're just going to be like, yo, fuck that guy. Oh, can I cuss on here, by the way? That's
yeah,
fine.
that's cool.
I don't cuss in my videos, but I cuss like, when I do lives and stuff. So it's just like, it's like that mentality that I feel like I've literally like recently I've been wanting to spread more positivity in that direction of just like, you don't have to be jealous when someone else has more sneakers than you. You don't have to be like hate on someone who has stuff you don't have. You use it as motivation. So anytime people hate on me, it's just like, I understand where it's coming from, but I don't let it affect me. The thing that sucks is that the people who are in my videos, like for instance, I've talked about this before, is like my niece, who's currently she's almost 2, but when she was first born and we put her in the vlogs, let's say a month, 2 months into when she was born, people are commenting like, oh, that baby's so ugly, like to the point where I'm not even allowed to put her in my videos anymore because like we don't want that to sit there, because what if she gets older and she looks back at the videos and then she's like, oh, why are they calling me ugly? Like, online bullying is a real thing. Like, that could really affect somebody later on in their lives. So I try to keep family off. That's why you never see my parents in the videos. I try to keep family off of the vlogs just because like I can deal the hate, but I don't want other people to be affected. Even my fiance, who's like, when she first started being in the videos, everyone's talking shit. They still talk shit, but now she's used to it. But at first she would be crapped out the whole day because people were talking shit. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, it's the internet. It's like a 10-year-old boy sitting at home. We're getting paid. So don't worry about what they're saying. Like, it's reality.
All right. So I do have a question. So like, how, when you're dealing with this stuff, like, does it like affect your desire to want to continue in this thing, trying to do it? Like, or is it just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep pushing, you know?
Nah, never. The comments and stuff has never made me think about stopping. The only thing that's made me think about stopping is like lack of like creativity and being different. Which is what I'm struggling with right now. Is what you guys mentioned, is like a lot of the content is repetitive. Never has it been, damn, these people are talking shit, I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe like certain videos, like, hey, I don't want to release this series anymore because people don't like it. Obviously, that's, you want to grow and make better content that people enjoy. But as far as the hate goes, never let it affect me, ever.
All right. You know, so, and then like, so I've caught like over the past couple of days since we announced you coming onto the show, we've heard all kinds of like, you know, and I don't know, like, people are like, oh, what has he done for the culture? What has he done to push the culture? And so my personal experience is that you put me on, you know, like, and it was a thing from Shoe Butter when he had people like come on and like blow your shit up, and they put my name all up in your comments, and you put my collection video on your thing.
Yeah.
Well, the Air Max 97 dropped, in case anybody wanted to.
Shit.
It's gone.
And I'm the one that told you guys about it.
Motherfucker.
Hey, he kept me really cool. Hey, I went like this, but you know.
Yeah, I did. That's what I was trying to like. I even held my phone up. It's gone. He had to hit that little tag up.
Yep, I knew that already. My boy told me. Damn it. My boy told me, be ready. You're gonna have to do a scratch off. And I told you guys at the beginning of this thing before we started.
That's why I was like, I even pointed at it. So anyway, like you put me on, like my YouTube channel had 300 or so subscribers, and then you put me on there, you know, and so for people that say, you know, but if you were to get asked that question, what do you do to push that culture? Because when you dropped my video, I went from having 300 subscribers to 7,000 subscribers in like a 2-day period. You know, like that growth was just like boom, and then you know I've done nothing but not post. Like so, when people ask you, or like if you were to get asked that question, what do you do to push the culture or push the community? What have you done to, you know, push the community, the sneaker community, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, I would just say that I kind of like inspire kids to, you know, make money. And make a living off of what they love. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to resell to look at me. Like I don't resell. You know, I'll sell things here and there, but I'm not a reseller, and I make money off of being a sneakerhead. You know, other than that, it's just like look at the track record. Look at Crew Kicks, like you mentioned yourself, is showcasing other people's collections. Like I opened up an email and I said, send me your sneaker collection, and I'm gonna post it. I never took money from anyone. I think I took like $50 from one person who was in the back of the line and wanted to be like the next week up. I think that was the only time I was like, yo, if you pay me, then maybe I'll put you up in front of other people that were waiting. But other than that, like I never charged anybody to put their sneaker collection on my channel. I gave people a chance to build their following. Blake Linder, first time he ever was on YouTube was on Crew Kicks. So I put his collection on there. I did collabs with people who didn't even have like 100K subscribers because like I just wanted to make dope content. I was open to working with anybody. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't have a full response, but it's just like the track record's there. If you go back and watch all the videos, if you look at the channel, actually Crew Kicks, all the videos are gone because like, I can't talk about that, but stay tuned. All I can say, but yeah, I don't know, man. I like to create dope stuff. I like to show kids that there's more opportunities in the sneaker world rather than just reselling, whether it's starting a brand themed around sneakers or, you know, creating content around sneakers or, you know what I'm saying? And just like adding to SneakerCon other than just going there. Like when I used to go to SneakerCon and before I was like doing the sneaker stuff, is like I used to go and like I couldn't afford the shoes, so like what else is there to do? Like buy the keychains, buy the phone cases. So now it's like you go there and you meet influencers, you meet people who you watch. So I was like the first like sneaker guy that had like a booth with Crep Protect, and like people were like coming up and taking pictures, and when Crep saw that, they were like, oh, we need you at all the shows. And like I don't know, man. I don't know how to come off as not cocky because I don't want people to think I'm cocky, but I just want people to, like, I was all for, like, supporting other people and giving other people my platform to build their platform and just spread dope energy, I guess.
All right, and so I want to address one of the comments here in the usual suspects. Shalako Cumberbatch. So it says, wait, Dan, you only mess with him because he puts you out there. And not at all. So one, if you ever been to a sneaker con and see the line that that this man has, and the kids that just stand there and wait there to see him, like I don't even like dealing with my own fucking kids. Okay, and I've watched this dude sit there for hours and hours and take pictures with every single one of these kids. No one is left behind. No one is left where they don't get the opportunity to meet him, take a picture, sign get him to sign a sneaker or his T-shirt or the whatever. Like that takes some effort and some patience and some work ethic. Two, if you've ever made a YouTube video, ever, and know the amount of effort that goes into editing and getting a good shot and getting a clean shot and having consistent content to be able to put out videos on a daily basis, then you would know the amount of effort that he's put into to build his platform. So those are the two reasons why I'm like, yo, Kais is doing his thing. You can say what you want about the man. You cannot knock his hustle. You can't. You can't do
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
And I want to address something real quick. I'm one of those OGs that you spoke of. I've been in the game for a long time. I mean, longer than most of the people have been alive. You know what I'm saying? But I've never knocked your hustle. I always felt like what you did, you know, was something that's needed. Everybody doesn't have to appreciate what you do, but there needs to be different segments in the community, you know.
Right.
And so, but I have also been one of those who had comments, negative comments to make about you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. I mean, I'm always gonna keep it real. I have had negative comments to say about you. That doesn't mean that I don't respect your hustle, you know, because when you made the statement about Jordan Brand not sending you a shoe, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, you know. And I've been watching your videos since, I mean, for years.
But
So-
can I stop you right there? But
Yeah,
I never, when did I say Jordan Brand never sent me a shoe?
It was
What was that shoe? Because we talked about it.
It
We talked
was
about it.
was it last year or year before?
It wasn't the Space
I think
Jam,
it
was
was
it?
JB. No, he got.
It was an
I
event.
thought it was a Nike. It was the Nike.
It was a
Nike
Nike?
when they unveiled
Okay,
the
it was
Jordan
a-
Brand.
Yeah.
My bad.
So here's the thing. So let me just address that real quickly. It was Nike, and it was an event in LA for the unveiling of the jerseys. The reason why I tweeted about it, I was salty that I wasn't invited because my friends were invited who aren't sneakerheads, that are just vloggers, like basketball vloggers. The reason I'm upset is because I have somebody at Nike who's reached out to me and said, hey, we want to invite you to events. And I said, yeah, let's do it. Nothing ever heard back. I've emailed multiple times. No responses. I seen them in person at Jordan events because Jordan Brand has always taken care of me. They always invite me to everything. They always seed me shoes. I've never had a problem with them. I've never called them out for anything. So I saw that Nike employee or rep or whatever at a Jordan event, and that person talked to me about my emails that they never responded to. So I was like, yo, like I want, like you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So I was dumb for tweeting it. I shouldn't have made something like that public. I regret it, but it was just salt. Like I was super salty because Travis Scott was performing. He's my favorite, like one of my favorite artists. But it was never ever about free shit. It will never be about free shit. I will never complain about not getting free shit because I started sneaker YouTube buying shoes. All these opportunities is a blessing, but it was just like I wanted to be invited because I want to create that content, and people like exactly what you thought what I said. I never said that. People mix the words around saying, oh, he complains about not getting free shit. I don't want free shit. If Jordan Brand sends me shoes to give away, I'll be happier than shoes they give me personally. I don't care about the shoes. I just want to create the content. So that's the full story of it. Was never about free sneakers. I don't care about free sneakers. That's just part of it that happens. So
it was a promise.
I respect that, and I mean that's the kind of things that I wanted to get out of you because everybody wants to come at you. Everybody wants to point the finger. Like I said, I've watched your shows from the beginning. I still watch them, you know, and I'm entertained by them. You know, I don't agree with everybody that's on YouTube. I don't, you know, but at the same time, I still support them because I know you're doing something that you put your hard work and your effort into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the other usual suspects wanted me to ask, do you actually do your own editing? Because I mean, we all think you have some phenomenal editings. Do you do that yourself?
Yeah, I do all of my editings. Recently, just because I've been so busy with wedding planning, I've had my guy Chris, who's my videographer. He's edited like 2 or 3 of my videos, but for the past 10 years, I've been doing all my editing. I don't trust anyone. Like when you edit, like if it's not exactly what you want, it's like you have to start from scratch. So I'm not one of those guys who puts everything just to get the video to be long and 10 minutes long. I just like to create dope content, and I edit all my videos except like 3 or 4 of them that my boy did.
That's dope. That's dope. And my last thing I want to ask you, you know, I put you in the same category. You, Tony, Bull, I put y'all in pretty much the same category. Why do you think that you get more hate or more negativity directed towards you than those guys
do? I think it's just because of like, I think it has a lot to do with like me being more hype beasty, I guess, more hype beast, more clickbait, because when I started sneaker YouTube, nobody was really doing clickbait on YouTube for the sneaker world. So a lot of people even other sneaker YouTubers were hating on me because I was titling my vlogs a little bit different. So I feel like the way I came in, like out of nowhere and just did everything differently, kind of rubbed people the wrong way. But I feel like now, if you go look at it, everyone's doing it too. But I think it's mainly just because people think I do it for they think I do it for views, which is not true. Like, I don't just buy stuff because I think it's going to get a lot of views. Sure, I like it because it's hyped and it's popular, but like the Supreme Ramoa, for instance, like I got it for retail off the Supreme website. Like, of course I'm going to buy it, but it's like I didn't just buy that because I was like, yo, this is going to get hella likes. I need it. I bought it because I was like, that's a dope-ass suitcase. I travel a lot. So I think people just think I have the wrong intentions. I think that's the biggest thing.
Let me ask one thing, because this thing is probably the only thing that ever bugs me. Because for the most part, if somebody does something, I don't care if if it's not in my realm, it's whatever. But like when you did the song, the sneaker YouTubers,
yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people got rubbed the wrong way on that.
I had no lines at my booth.
No, we had like 2 kids, Dan, but it was all good.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no excuses for that. I don't regret it at all either. It was fun. It was, so basically, like, we were in the car, and at the time, YouTube was all about music. So that's another thing that I really loved that I kind of added to the sneaker YouTube world was trends, which, like you mentioned earlier, like the back to school videos, it's all trend, because that's what's popular right now. There was no real trends in sneaker YouTube until like we started to do it, and the music shit was a trend. And there was a few other sneaker YouTubers like Blake Linder who made some songs, and then like all the big guys that weren't even sneakerheads. So we're in the car, and one thing we always do is we always freestyle over a beat. So me, Tony, and so a few of my boys were in the car freestyling, and we just started singing that hook, and then it just became like, yo, let's like make this, because if you really think about it, like, we're all friends. Like, when we go to these sneaker cons, we all say what's up to each other. We're all like, cool, blah blah blah. There's some people that I hang out with more, there's some people that I just say what's up to, and we keep it moving. But at the end of the day, we're all cool. So if anybody took it personally, then like, it is what it is, but it was just fun. I just like, I don't know. There's no excuse. I'm not going to try to make something up. Like, I had a good time, went to the studio with my boys. We felt like rappers. Like, me and Tony were in the booth, and like, he was like, yo, like, I don't feel it in my throat. And then I'm like, and then he's like, yeah. He's like, and he started tapping his throat to make it sound like it was like auto-tune. He's like, like, we just had fun. And we shot the video. We released it at SneakerCon LA. People were pissed. But a lot of the people who were like my friends who weren't even in the songs were like, yo, that's funny. It's just fun in games. But
did you expect to get the reaction that you did?
Yeah. But I mean, as part of social media and YouTube, is like, again, if you just keep things normal, then you just moving in a straight line. So it's like the Yusuf situation, is you want to make people talk. You know what I mean? So that was the whole point, is like, even though I said I don't really buy certain stuff for views and stuff like that, where it's like, doesn't involve buying stuff, and you just want to make an impact in the community and give people something to talk about, that's the type of stuff that I like to make. And I'm not saying it,
I was a little salty because we was in the booth right next to y'all. I was a little salty.
Butt naked.
It was honestly
looking at those lines.
It was not a personal shot at anybody. It was just a funny ass song to make. Like,
well, some people definitely took exception, right? I mean, that falling out with Ray Ray, was that specifically over that, or was that something?
No, I don't think it had to. I don't think it had to do anything with that. I mean maybe in his personal feelings, maybe. But
let's talk about Ray Ray, because we were in Atlanta. I think we were in Atlanta, and then we were on the Sneaker Box podcast, and I remember you brought up something about Ray had said something about, you made it a who was it that you guys were talking about? They said something racist.
Basically, it's like somebody
said something racist, and then you went off about it. and then Ray was like, he should be able to say whatever.
Yeah, basically, I don't like to talk about it because then it seems like I'm trying to turn you. No, I mean, I don't like to make it seem like I'm turning anybody against him, but basically, there's this. You guys know PewDiePie, like the biggest YouTuber, said the N-word on a live stream, and basically, I had tweeted saying like, "Yo, get this fucking guy off the internet!" Like, because of him, because of his actions, a whole bunch of companies backed out of Google AdSense, which is how we make a living.
Right.
So my response is like, hey, him fucking up and saying shit like that is affecting the whole YouTube community. And I was like, get this fool off of fucking YouTube. Like, we don't need him. Like, he literally, like, everybody's ads have gone down since that controversy.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, even with the Logan Paul situation. But basically, I tweeted that, and Ray made a video saying that I sound like a spoiled, crying brat, like somebody that's crying at their birthday party because they got, I forgot what he said, but I think he said like somebody who's crying because they wanted a Lexus and they got a BMW instead, or so. I don't know exactly what he said, but he basically he just made it seem as if like I was being a brat for saying that. But in reality, it's like, if we're not making money off of YouTube, I can't make a living to make content, and I'd have to work a regular job, and then I wouldn't be able to upload for my subscribers. Like, it is what it is. Like, you got to think about it. Like,
right, if somebody's threatening your lifeline.
Yeah. Like, if YouTube stops paying us, you think I'm going to be able to make as much content as I do now? Like, I still want to make content because that's my passion and I love doing it. But I wouldn't be able to do it for every single day or multiple times a week. Like, I'd have to cut it down to like once a week. So basically, he was calling me a brat because he knows the amount of money YouTube has and brand deals and stuff like that. So basically, I just told him to like stop using my fucking name. So I ran into him at in the hotel. I ran into him with the hotel, and basically, like, the elevator opened as we were leaving. Like, what are the chances? And he was with like 4 guys, and I was with just my boy Ahmed. And literally all his boys dipped around the corner, and he's just standing there, and he's like, "What's up, Kais?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm not gonna shake your hand. Don't fucking try to use my name for views and shit like that. Like, don't do that shit." And then my boy is instigating in the back and filming, and he's like, "Come on, Ray, come on."
Oh,
you know, so it was like one of those funny things, but it was like nothing happened. We didn't fight or anything like that. I have no problems with him. Like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Again, it's one of those things where as I get older, I realize like that's his opinion, and like whatever he's got to do to get his check. At the end of the day, if you want to use my name or not, I don't even think my name has that much value in YouTube titles. So it is what it is. But
how old are you? Out of curiosity.
How old am I?
Yeah.
35. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, no, you ain't.
Everybody thinks I'm like 35, 36. I'm 29.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. My birthday is actually next month, so I'll be in my 30s next month. So
there you go.
You know
but yeah, man.
No,
I just want to say, I know Ray's probably gonna watch this. I just want to say I got no bad blood against you. Do whatever you got to do to get your money. It is what it is. If you got an opinion on certain situations, if it's against me or whatever it is, that's cool, man. I got no hate. Like,
I heard oh boy in the back.
No, but because we ran into Ray that night at the sneaker box. They had like a little after party or whatever.
Yeah, the Airbnb or whatever.
Yeah, and we were talking to him, and I was trying to explain to him like your point of view because you were talking about it on the show, and he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't really think about it like that." So I think he was gonna talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that pissed me off the most was like, he claims he doesn't have my number, but I have his number. I've texted him before, like, I know he has my number, and I was like, if you would have texted me and been like, "Yo, I'm gonna talk about your opinion on this in the video," and that would have been cool. Like, you could have said whatever you want, but you would have gave me the heads up. But the fact that he didn't, and then acted like he didn't have my number, And then like I don't want to keep making him look bad, but like look, he keeps butting into other people's situations too. Like there was a beef between Ari Kagan and Blake Linder, and he made a video about it. Like, bro, you have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? You have nothing to do with that. Stay out of it. Like it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, I need a video for today.
Yeah, I think.
Right,
Go ahead.
I got a quick question from one of the guys that's watching the show, the Camp Out, Mike the Camp Out. He wanted to ask, where do you see your content from your show going, forward? Are you going to do the same thing, or are you growing, or what are you looking forward to add to your content?
Shit, man, I wish I had an answer for you. I'm at the point right now where I'm like trying to separate myself from my content, but it's like it doesn't work sometimes. Like it sucks because like if I title my vlog differently than all these other guys, like it doesn't get as much views. So you kind of have to go with what everyone else is doing. But I'm focusing more on the actual video rather than the title and the thumbnail. So if you watch my videos, you could kind of see like I've been using a lot more different editings and transitions. But as far as the future goes, I'm focusing on bigger projects like mini movies and not so much daily vlogging, just because I feel like that's been oversaturated. So I'm focusing more on mini movies. I'm actually starting my own podcast too. And we're going to be launching that, I think, end of next month or something like that. So just little projects here and there. But who knows, man? I be coming up with ideas all the time. So you never know, man. But I always want to stay true to the sneaker content and unboxings and stuff like that. I just want to kind of do it differently than everybody else. So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Now, where do you see the sneaker game going in the next few years?
On YouTube or just in general?
Oh, YouTube in general. I mean, speak about both.
I want to challenge everybody. Like I'm challenging myself to create different content. I want to challenge everybody else to create different content and work together. I feel like we used to work together, but I feel like a lot of us kind of separated and did our own things. I think it was that diss track I dropped, but I'm just kidding. But nah, it's I don't know, man. I really don't know what's next. I feel like I'm more focused on what's next for me rather than what's next for everybody. But as far as the sneaker game goes in general, like I think I'm more excited now than I've been in a long time because I'm really interested to see like what's gonna happen with Yeezys. Like, are Yeezys gonna become the new Ultra Boost sitting on shelves? Like, I feel like Jordan is having the best year for sneaker brands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and Nike's just like pulling out so many crazy Nike. Like that's another thing is like Nike basketball to me, I get so excited, but there's no hype around it. I'm like, why is there no hype? Like people would have died for this 5 years ago, like these Kobe's, like stuff like that. Like, so I'm excited of the shoes Nike's retroing. I'm excited to see what happens with the Yeezy brand.
It's only the undefeated Kobe's that have any hype. Everything else is pretty much below retail, aside from the Mamba Day.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, I went nuts for those All-Star Kobe ones. Like I love that shoe. I was so happy when I copped. There you go. I copped it off Sneakers app, and I knew it was gonna be at the Nike store anyway. But I copped it off Sneakers app, and I'm like, I got it. And then I look back at an hour, and it's still there, and I'm like, you know that feeling of like, but yeah. I'm just so happy. Like I love that shoe. I've been waiting for that shoe. So
for real.
There's a question in here, and I know y'all. I don't know if y'all still boys or y'all used to be boys. Jamie, he said, "What's your podcast gonna revolve around?"
Oh, Jamie asked that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the great.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jamie the Great, Las Vegas' own. Well, now Las Vegas' own. Podcast is gonna be it's gonna be themed around sneakers and hype and streetwear and stuff like that. But I'm open to having all types of guests, like other YouTubers and influencers that probably have nothing to do with streetwear. Because I just want to, I really liked the video I did with Yusuf. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was literally a 30-minute sit-down conversation. So I want to do a podcast like that where it's like I sit down and really talk to the person and also include clips from past events and stuff like that. But only I don't know if it would be people that I actually have a connection with or it's going to be just random, but it's kind of those things where it's just turn it on and see what direction it starts to go in.
It's trash.
What's that?
No, I'm just some of these comments are crazy. Like, I mean, it's amazing. Like, I'm curious because like they're saying like we're being PC, and I don't know what they want us to do because I mean some of these people, I mean like, you know, some of the individuals like so they want to know like is specifically are sneakers done with you on your YouTube? Are you trying to move away from sneakers on your YouTube?
You're not listening though.
No,
Right, I know, and I heard that, but
no. I mean, like I posted a vlog today, which was like my bachelor party weekend, and then like showing my new car wrap. It's gonna be sneaker content here and there. I mean, maybe not every video, but I mean, I just want to show my life, I guess. So it's like sneakers have a huge part of my life. Like my next video is about what I have on my feet, where I don't even know where they are right now. Oh, right here. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Bam! Y'all ain't got these.
Oh man,
Yo,
got the orthopedic joints. You can put them in a microwave.
Do you like them? I mean, like, do you feel?
They're fire.
I mean, okay.
I bought them just for the video. I was like, okay, nobody has a Yeezy review yet. Let me put this up. I bought them. I got them a size smaller. They are comfortable, but it was hard to walk through the airport with these. Like I felt like I was walking on platform shoes.
But the back of your foot hangs off like the way Kanye was rocking.
I got them in. I'm a size 10. I got them in a size 9 because I wanted to do it funny for the vlog. So I was like, I'm gonna get them in a size small. But they fit actually pretty good, even though it's a size small. But I would, if I could reorder it, I would get a 10. But I would definitely order another pair. But this was the only colorway. The colorway is not that great. But this is the thing is like with Yeezy, you see it here. A few months later, you're gonna see Balenciaga do this. You're gonna see freaking all these other brands do freaking men's platform heels, but they're pretty comfortable. I think they look pretty cool. But
is there Boost in it?
I don't think Adidas made this.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeezy. Yeah, just Yeezy brand.
Yeah, because it just says Yeezy. It says Season 6, and then there's no Adidas branding on the box or on the inside. It just
why do you think that like there a lot of the Yeezys don't sell like the Adidas? You know what I'm saying? Like why do you think that is? If it's the same coming from the same person.
Well, you said a lot of the Yeezys don't sell?
Like the season, like you see the boots, they'll go on sale, and then, you know, but if Adidas were to put out, you know, they put out 750s and they go crazy.
Well, I mean, didn't Adidas do the first boots? They did the 900s.
Did they go on sale, though?
Yeah, they did. I had a pair.
They went on sale?
I hate them things.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it doesn't cater to everyone like a 350 does. And it's just like Kanye. Well, actually, Kanye does wear his boots a lot. I don't know, man. I think it is the fact that it's not Adidas. I think that has a lot to do with it. Because I feel like
this doesn't translate to everyday lifestyle.
Yeah, I just ain't that fucking cool. I mean,
but it's hard to rock. It's hard to rock a 750 too, though.
I can't rock them shits neither. I try. I mean, like I've looked at other people like, how the fuck am I? Nah, dog.
I feel like you gotta be super skinny to rock the 750s. Even though I have a few pairs, like they're so uncomfortable after a while.
So 2 questions here. All-time grail, all time. What would it be? That comes from Aros. All-time grail.
Like a grail that I don't have.
Yeah, like your all-time grail, all-time favorite shoe. Like if you could have if money was no issue, what would the shoe that you would be? What would it be?
Kobe 80-point game.
I have no idea what that is, so I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah, the shoes that Kobe wore when he scored 81 points. They only released them, I think, on the 1-year anniversary. I believe I could be wrong, and they only released 81 pairs, and they're all size 14. So it won't even be in my size. But that's my like dream shoe. Like I want that shoe so bad, and I've been offered it for 10 grand and 8
grand. Going for now?
10 grand and 8 grand because you can't find them anywhere. Somebody offered me them autographed for 7 grand, and then he just disappeared on me.
So I got a question real quick. It's from Richie Lombardi, and I know that you went from a big Laker fan, and then like it slowly transitioned into the Golden State Warriors. What do you think about the Curry line. What do you think about Under Armour? This is, you know, something that I know Ma is patiently waiting to hear your answer because he's a big he's our Curry historian.
Okay, first of all, let me fix that statement. I have always been a Warriors fan, but Kobe Bryant is my favorite player. So when it came down to it, when Kobe was playing, it was always Kobe over everything. Like I would wear Kobe jerseys when Kobe's were versus Warriors. But if you go back, I have pictures from Warriors games during the Baron Davis days, the Troy Murphy, Adonal Foyle, Speedy Claxton, like freaking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I watched all that. I just wasn't on YouTube posting about it. I wasn't tweeting about it. It was just like that was its time. But yeah, it's like when Kobe left the Lakers, it's like there's nothing there for me anymore. So it's like that's why you only see me cheer for Warriors. But as far as the Curry line goes,
it's trash.
Stop it.
Let me tell you, the Curry one's amazing.
I love them.
Curry 2's phenomenal.
Good ball.
Curry 2 was the first Curry that I played hoop in, and I loved them. Curry 3, it's whatever. Curry 4 was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. I still love them. I love the Curry 4. Those are so beautiful. Curry 5, I can't do it.
Why not?
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Really?
There's no support. Like I was so scared to play in it. And I'm a low top sneaker guy. I'm a high top sneaker guy. It doesn't matter to me. But that shoe is just missing the whole body. Like it's nothing there. And I said that in my video, and Under Armour hasn't sent me a pair since. So they got the memo. Like I don't need them.
This guy doesn't want them.
Which is fine because I'm not gonna use it. But best Curry is Curry 4. I love the line. I love that he jumped ship to his, basically not his own brand, but he created his own lane. I mean, I love Curry, man. He's like my favorite player in the NBA right now. So.
Well, that's wrong because LeBron James is clearly should
LeBron
be
James.
LeBron James,
favorite player.
He's my favorite player. LeBron James is the best player in the world right now. I give respect where respect is due. That's where a lot of people don't do.
That's what's up.
He's definitely the best player, but it's all about the.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and it sounds like loaded in the front end, but I want you to try to give it your best answer possible.
All right.
Do you feel with like the introduction like of the hypebeast culture, like, you know, within to the sneaker environment, do you feel like your platform is taken away from what traditionalists see, like what old school sneakerheads see? I'm trying to put this in the really nice way because motherfuckers want to be like, yo, he's taken from the game, he's taken from the environment, he doesn't give back, blah blah blah. Do you feel that that's something that you've done, and how would you address that to those individuals?
I said this is one of those situations where people only see the bad. Like I could do 10 years of good, and then one little thing that I do bad is all people will remember me for. Like who else gives away 10 pairs of Yeezys? Like I gave away 10 pairs of Yeezys for free just for subscribing. Every sneaker con you see me at, I'm giving away free shit. Yeah, I sell shit, but I also give away free shit. I take shoes off of my feet and give them to people. I created a platform where I let other people upload their videos on my channel. Like I've given so many opportunities for other people to, you know, get free stuff and stuff like that. So for people to say that I take away and I don't give back, it's like they don't really see everything. You know what I mean? Like I just gave a kid 3 pairs of Jordans thanks to Jordan Brand. Like I could have kept those for myself, but no, like I was like, yo, let's give these away. Yeah, it's like it's as I get older, I want to do more of that stuff. But it's like even when it was at the prime, like a year ago or a year and a half ago, when it was at the prime, it's like every pop-up we did, we gave a pair of Yeezys away. Like watch the vlogs, like people camped out. You know, it's like I can't do anything about it.
I just think that people look for excuses to dislike. People want you to collect the way they, you know, the way that they appreciate. And I mean, this is the only culture where people get clowned for being cheap, but at the same point get clowned for being a unicorn. You know, like it's a lose-lose situation.
Like I said, that's what I want. That's what I want to change, man. Is I want to change that negative mindset that we gotta all hate on each other. would say.
Sounds like clout chasing. I mean, for real, I don't think you can like because like there's like it sounds like clout chasing. I mean, you really do get a lot of hate, and like, I was surprised by it. Like I've seen your comments, your comment section because mean, your comment section on YouTube it's fucking brutal. But I just didn't we have the usual suspects whom I love and have a lot of adoration for because they're the ones that make this show like possible consistently. Yeah. But like I was surprised to see like how
some of the reactions
divisive or like how you can create that. And that's just, I mean, like regardless of what anybody says, the fact that when you come to the show and it creates a rift, like that's pretty dope. I mean, like it is what it is, but it is 9, and I would like to get to the gap before homie's got a beat bop. So we want to, I mean, is there any other questions from the usual suspects or anybody got anything else that we don't think we hit? Like, because this is your opportunity, and after this, I'm just gonna.
I jotted down some things that were sent, but I feel like they've all been addressed through conversation.
All been addressed. We won't have to hit it again, but we can get in the gap, and then if something good pops up, then we can do that. But here go the gap. Watch for the drop. It's the Gap, brought to you by 8-9 Manufacturing Company. Make sure you go ahead and check the link in the description for 20% off. This back to school. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your favorite part of the show. It is the Gap. All right, so if you're playing at home, here are the rules. Gas gets you 2 points. Ass gets you no points, and pass gets you 1 point. This is how this works. We've all picked a shoe. The category this fine evening is black and white. Okay, like that's what we're doing. So what we've got going on is you have 2 gases. So people on the panel, we have 2 gases to use. If you ask someone's shoe, you get another gas. All right, y'all in the usual suspects, y'all know how it goes. You got as many gases as you want. Let me see them flames. Let me see them gas pumps. Let me see it all. And we are ready. Now, did I miss anything?
No, you good.
All right. So who is up first? I am excited.
Is up
pretty
first?
sure Marcus is disqualified.
What? How you gonna disqualify mine?
Because you used your own picture. It's weird.
No, it's not.
That's not
mine. No, he used his own
Hold on.
picture,
Ain't that mall picture right there?
No, shit is.
It may not. That's a really good picture, whoever that is. I don't know.
He did.
And it's dope with that hardwood picture. That guy with that hardwood floor, man. Look at that
Pause.
That dude's always in the corner on timeout.
He in the corner with that hardwood. This is mine. This is the Vogue 3. I don't even know what the hell these are properly called. These are the new 3s that are coming out. The what?
Is that the Anna Winter?
Yeah, whatever. That sounds about right.
AWOK.
I think they're dope. They're 3s. They're black with some. What is that shit on them though?
Wool, right?
It looks like wool.
Yeah.
Is it wool? It almost looks like what's on the side of the DB. But I think it's a dope shoe. I dig the colorway. It's gas for me, but I don't get the vote, so I'll go ahead and pass it on to whoever wants to take it. Pause.
All right, Mom.
Hold on. I got to think real quick. So we had this. You had an icon.
Yeah. The
Space
zebra.
Jam.
Right.
And the Space Jam. Yeah.
And the Space Jam gets disqualified. We said no. Geez. So with that, I think it's actually pretty dope. I'm gonna gas this one. I do like the hits of red on the bottom, the white black outsole. Even though like the whole Cyber Monday, I feel like this is just leftovers, but hype sells, right? So I like it. I'm gonna gas it.
It's hype.
All right, Maul. Maul? Excuse me, Marcus.
Hi, Maul.
Yes.
Oh, it's gas. I mean, it's a 3. What else is there to be said about it?
I still got to ask you the question, motherfucker.
It's a 3. And I just gave you an answer, motherfucker.
I took it.
It does look like crystals to me.
It's got some extra sheen.
Kais.
Yeah.
Gas, ass, or pass?
Gas. I love these. My only concern is that I think they're women's only.
They are.
Size 12.
Size I go to a 12, I'm good.
Size 21.
Does it go to women's 12?
I think it's gonna be like the ones. Like,
okay. then we're winning. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can wear a 12, you're solid. Or a 12 women, so yeah, you're good at 10. So so it's a gas. All right, and then for me, this is a pass. The usual suspects gave it a gas, but this is a pass for me. I don't like them. I don't like them. I mean, I just don't like them.
I don't like it.
But I'm not gonna ask him because it's a 3, and I do have a lot of love for 3, so I am just not going to. So next up, what we have is who we got?
We've got Maul.
Yeah.
Molly Maul.
I bet. So the picture is there, but I actually got the pair right here. I was in my Kobe bag. I was actually going to choose the Yeezys because that's probably the shoe that I wear the most. However, like I said, I was in my Kobe bag. The Undefeateds came out and everything. I'm still looking for some pairs, but this is the one from the All-Star Weekend, the white, black, and gum. It's got the 8. And give it that 2-4, KB 2-4 right there. And that's a great picture, by the way. Whoever that young man is. Whoever that young man is.
Bang, bang.
He looks like he shaved his legs. Though.
Hey, who's the dude? Who's the dude behind him?
What?
Who's the dude behind him?
That's ridiculous.
So them dude walked up on you like Nasty Nate.
No, I think solo picks by myself. I'm alone.
All right. And Marcus, what you got on these?
And I don't shave.
I got to pass.
Unlike you.
Yeah. I mean, some of the Kobe's are dope, but this colorway is just kind of basic. You know, it's not ass, but I got to pass. Hey, man, at least I gave you a pass. I ain't ass shit.
All right. Kais.
I'm gonna pass, even though I love Kobe ones, because I'd rather have the camo version.
Right.
And
remember,
that's
you
what.
only have 2. So.
Oh wait, what?
You only have 2 gas, but you can't vote on your own shoes. So.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna pass on these.
You be all right.
Okay. All right, Kev.
I am going to John Stockton pass. I think Maul's picture is super dope. But when I got these in the Laker colorway, that the bottom of the shoe is so clunky. So I will respectfully pass.
All right, and so it's a pass for me as well. I think that the camo is dope, and I think that the yellow with purple undefeated sign is dope. But this is just kind of like, man, it's just man. And the usual suspects gave it a pass as well. So Maul walks away with 5. Out of curiosity, Kev.
Kobe pass? Wow.
Yeah, never. Kobe don't never pass. But I mean, like,
that's really not true if you look at the numbers.
Kev, I know, I'm just fucking with you. Kev walked away with 9. Next up, we got
Marcus.
Man, I'm sitting up here trying to read comments. People talking about they still getting the Serenas. Yeah, Space Jam 11s.
No, it said missed. It says missed. Expired. What the hell are they talking about?
Well, people saying they still getting. Anyway, Space Jam.
Lying.
Classic shoe.
Classic OG shoe.
It's a dope shot in front of the Container Store boxes.
Classic OG shoe.
It's not OG. Anyway, with the classic Space Jam socks on with it. Everything's just classic. The classic hardwood floor. It's just classic all the way across, man.
So you got the classic Charlotte 10s back there too.
Classic.
Why you hating on me? Why you examining that nigga picture and shit? Why you looking all in the background to see what the fuck I got?
That's just like when you see a chick on Instagram take a picture and she got draws in the background. Like,
oh, just that. I mean, she looks sexy as fuck in the mirror, but her bedroom looked like a hot mess. What were the OGs on this particular?
No, it wasn't.
There was no OG on this. It's not an OG. It's a retro.
It never dropped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they were a PE. That's what I thought. Right. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
I have the originals back there if I need to grab those too. This way y'all vote. I got the originals.
You good. All right, so Maul, what you got on this?
For Christ. I'm going to pass on these. This is obviously a great shoe. I love it. But I've already used the gas, and I've already kind of showed my hand as far as where my other gas is going. So yeah. I was going to ask it out of spite, but I'm just going to return that pass.
All right. So, Kai, Space Jam. Now, remember, you've used one. You've got one left.
What's
the other one?
Can you tell me the
icon? The LeBron icon?
LeBron icon.
Oh yeah, I'll guess these.
Oh,
Oh, the man.
He said, "F that, LeBron."
Yeah, fuck that shoe.
That shit was funny.
All right, Kev.
Gas. I love 11s. I think these are so clean, so I have to gas up.
All right. And I can't think of what's if it's just me and Kais. It's just me and Kais. The suspects gave it a gas. I'm just trying to think if I'm going to secure the win for him or not. Because if I give him a gas, he wins. If I don't give him a gas, he loses. So it's real simple. So
you should have your shoe.
Yeah, it's a gas. So for me, this shoe right here is like it's a PE that turned into one of the dopest 11s there are. So it's a gas, and well, basically it's a tie now. With that being said, so Marcus walks away with 9. Next up, we have
John Elliott's.
Well, it's either mine or the zebra.
It's the John Elliott.
John Elliott's.
All right, so this is my shoe. This right here. I love the idea of using the LeBron 8 sole, outsole, and bubble, which is a dope Air Max bubble to begin with. And then you get this cool lifestyle upper. The leather on it is dope. The textures are dope. I just learned that the socks were made specifically to be worn with it. And they have this like line and stuff on it.
You want me to go grab them? I have a pair.
Yeah, no, I'm going to buy them off of StockX. Apparently, you can buy it. They have this thing called StockX now. No, not
yeah,
really.
yeah.
That's a lie.
You'll be surprised at what you get with that.
Yes,
right. So anyway, these are for me. I lost to a Pantone. These for me are super gas, and I love this shoe. I love the LeBron line. So yep, Maul, what you got?
It's a pass for me. I do like them. I bought them. I've not worn them. I actually just got my pair back because the first pair had some glue stains. There's some issues there, but they hooked me up with a new pair, so I got to unbox that one. But it's still a pass. My zebras, I feel about those.
Yeah, Marcus.
I haven't given out an ass on this show in a long time. It's been weeks upon weeks since I gave an ass. But on this shoe, I got to give you an ass. I do not like this shoe at all. I'm sorry. I don't like the clear upper. That's bullshit, especially because most of y'all either going to not wear socks or y'all going to wear some raggedy ass socks with it, and I'm done. And y'all know how I am about combos. So that's
raggedy. All right, so no points for me there. Kais, what you got?
I'm going to give it an ass as well. I don't know. I thought they were dope at first, and then I saw them in LA at Maxfield sitting on the shelf for retail. Oof. And I was just looking at it, and I'm like, this is just like, looks like a football trainer. Like, it just looked, I had no interest in it. Oh, no, ass for me.
Oh my
God!
Triple ass. He wants to do it.
I'm gonna pass on these. I don't think they're bad, but like if I had to pick between these or Zebra Yeezys, I'd take the Zebra Yeezys. So
okay.
That's
and let me see here. I got a whole bunch of gas, but then it turned into pass. So let me see which one out. Pass.
And I don't like the peekaboo toe joint. It should be all fogging up when it's
right.
humid out.
It's a pass, and
it's not like the other joints.
So I walked away with 3 points.
Stop at all.
Finally, last but not least, we have
the Zebra Yeezy.
Zebra. All right. Boop, boop. All right, and so Kais, sell your shoe. Yeah, you gotta sell it.
I mean, I love the V2. So comfortable, and this colorway was like, it was one for me. I love Yeezys when Kanye wears them months before, and this was one of the ones where he wore it, and I'm like, damn, I need those. Like, they look so fire. I feel like this is probably the second best Yeezy that Adidas has dropped. I feel like Pirate Black is number 1. Or actually, correction, Pirate Black, Turtle Doves, and then the Zebra. I just love the Zebra. I think you could literally wear it with everything, even though it has that little bit of red. I think you can just Ignore that, and black and white shoe, so fire. I love it.
All right, so Maul, what you got?
Yeah, I agree. This is my airport shoe, my everyday shoe. It's comfortable. It's easy to take on, put off. It goes just about everything, as Kais mentioned. I think the hype obviously has gone down. People are desensitized since they had the second release. Thank God they had that second release. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a pair. Right. This is definitely one of my top pairs in my collection. Gets the most usage.
Marcus?
I got to gas it too. I had them when they first dropped. And I mean, it was probably my favorite Yeezy. I wore it more than any of the rest of them, but I sold it before, the prices dropped down and got a nice price on it. I would like to add them back now since they've dropped down. But yeah, I think this is one of my favorite out of all the Yeezys. So it's gas.
Kev.
I have to gas them. I think that they're sick. And like out of all the 350s, these are the ones I want the most. I mean, I have three pairs. But I definitely want these, so hopefully I can get a chance when they redrop, if they redrop.
I need them.
All right. And so the usual suspects gave it a gas, and I'm just going to have to pass. I just have to pass on this one. I got rid of all my Yeezys because I wanted other things, and basically I wore these shoes though in every borough. So I mean, I sold mine for.
And Jersey.
Yeah, in Jersey. I sold mine for $700, and they were they were beat down. So I sold them like right at the peak, and then they just like so what we have right now is a 3-way tie between Kev, Kais, and Maul. Marcus. Fuck, that's twice. Sorry.
Wrong black guy.
All black guys don't look alike.
Stop. So no, I'm not saying I can pass on whatever the fuck I want to pass on. But why? Because I want to. Anyway,
I do what I want.
Yeah. All right. So what we have is a tie. So we have what was Kev's shoe?
Anna Winter, the Vogue 3s.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we have the Vogue. We have the Vogue 3s. We have the Zebra, and then we have the Space Jam. So Maul, and so what I need from the usual suspects, please, is I need y'all to chime in. Marcus, if you can, I know you're old, and I know it's hard to see these words, but I need you to clue in to some of these. Yeah, just do your best. All right, Maul, if you had to pick one of these, what's it going to be?
Shit. Fuck.
You and I are not in the running, so we've got one of us has to.
Zebras.
All right. So 11s ain't it for me. But the usual suspects are saying Space Jam, no problem.
Jordan Centric.
And the Zebras ain't it for me, and the 3s ain't it for me. So I'm so indifferent to this shit because fuck all y'all for trashing on my LeBrons. Like
it's a clean sweep in the chat. It's a clean sweep in the chat.
It is, and it is. So I mean, it's really up to me on what I decide whether I vote for, because I'm not the Vogue girl shoe. I can pass on, but it's whether it's the Zebra or the 11, and I can live without both of them. So I am going to do a.
Which one do you have in your collection?
That's what it's going to boil down to, Marcus. That's what you're going to do?
I'm just saying.
That's how you want to win?
I mean, if you want to play and be juggling shit, which one you got in your collection?
Because I can't get rid of the Space Jam.
Which one you got in your collection? Why you can't? You can get retail for it.
Because it was a PE. Like, I don't know. I just can't get rid of that. Oh, Jesus Christ, old man. You get the win, Marcus. You get all right. So, yeah, Marcus is going. Space Jam's over Zebras, and I'm pretty sure, like, if you go look at the thing, you know, people are gonna be like, "What?" But this, as it stands here, we're a very Jordan-centric group, and I love my J's. This whole wall is 170 boxes of Jordans, so you know, it is what it is. Now, Kais, are you still good to check with us? Or are you gotta?
I got like 10 minutes.
All right, so. This is where we transition into topics real quick. So congratulations to Marcus. You know, this is Marcus's first win. And Marcus,
2018.
in about
Yeah,
2
I know
weeks.
Marcus can eat a dick as far as I'm concerned for ass in my shoe.
With some
So
That's
I'm
wasabi.
not on the menu today. That's not on the menu today.
I'm
All
a
right, so
vegetarian.
let's get into the topics.
I'm
Kev,
using my thing. Watch out. Here go the drop. Okay, this one is sneaker of the summer.
and I'm really excited. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. Now I saw something similar on Full Size Run. Shout out to Complex, Trinidad James, and Matt Welty, who's been on this show before. They were talking about the sneaker of the summer, and I really enjoyed that episode. But so what I talked to everybody about was, figure out 3 shoes that's dropped this summer, and what do you think the sneaker of the summer is? So my 3 shoes, all right, are going to be the Travis Scott 4, right? The Epic, is it the Epic React? The Element. The Element. Yeah, the Element. And then for me, it's the Icon, or like it's
LeBron?
this shoe. Yeah, I love this shoe.
Jesus Christ.
I really do.
You can cross that one all the way the fuck off
Yeah,
the
and
list.
that's fine. That's fine. Everybody gave me so much fucking hard time about it, but like Kais had to take the whole screen away from his face, and that's fine. But this is my summer, and I can't, what I'm saying is that, for me, those 3 shoes I feel like have kind of put, has made this summer about Nike and not about anybody else. So, I'd love to hear, like, Kais, I know you're short on time, so if you had your 3 shoes for the summer, what do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
Definitely, I agree on the Travis Scott 4s. I agree on the Elements as well, the Sail colorway. But I think out of the 3, the one that I would say is the summer shoe is that the black and the white off-white Prestos.
Right, yeah. Which kind of interchangeable. Thank you, Brandon Little, for agreeing with me on that shoe. And so, Maul, what you got? God, I'm sucking with names right now.
Terrible. I'm not sure, but I mean, the hard part is the shoes of the summer I haven't been able to get. I mean, all the off whites, because the UNCs you put it into that as well.
Yeah.
The Reacts, that was an offer. So the Travis Scotts, I definitely love those. That colorway was smooth. Because I'm a Kyrie head, I got to go with the whole cereal pack.
But you only got to pick one.
Give me 3. Give me 3, and then we can debate.
I'm gonna lump that in. Cereal pack.
Okay. So that cereal pack, the Element, and the Travis Scott.
Yeah, I'll ride with that for now.
All right, Marcus.
All right, for me, 2 of the shoes are ones I have, which are the off-white Presto and the Travis Scott. And the other one is the K54-3, which hopefully I'll be getting that at some point. But those are my 3. With the off-white Presto taking number 1.
All right. And Kev.
All right, I'm gonna be the only one to pick a GR here because I love them Raptors. That they're in there. And then also Travis Scott for sure. I love 4s. And then off-white ones. I wanted those. Didn't get them. Mo had them in my size, but he hold me out. Pause.
I didn't even think about the Para, like the Air Max 1.
It's hard,
so,
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that shoe. So I would probably scratch the Para and replace that with LeBron, or like flip those out because I really want that damn shoe, and I'm going to get that shoe. But so here's what I will say. Like I feel like that it's Epic React, right? The 87s.
Yeah.
So I feel like that shoe has started something that we're seeing, right? So like that clear shit,
Yeah, like in 02 with
starting the LeBrons and whatnot.
Right, but I don't mean like.
Oh yeah,
nah.
Those had the foggy toes though.
Right, that's something
that was
totally
the plastic
different.
joint.
Yeah, this is like a breathable deal. So that shoe though is like right, like but that shoe has changed. I feel like that was like holy shit, like I haven't wanted like a new Nike runner in forever. Like, there's never been a point where I'm like, ooh, yeah, that one that has, the ghetto booty. Let me get that one. Or the one that has, like, there's no Nike Runner or any Vapor Max. I've just never been into it, But that shoe is beyond dope. So, I mean, like, if you had to ask me, like, personally, and that's what I wanted to do is kind of, like, discuss and come to a consensus with the panel is, what is the number one shoe of the summer?
The Travis Scott. I mean, that's the only one that's on everybody's list.
Right, so everybody would agree with that?
No.
That's the number one shoe of the summer?
I would say.
Yeah. All right. So where is it? So this is what we're gonna vote for the shoe of the summer.
Shoe of the summer? I think it's gonna be the Off-White. I don't have it, but
the Off-White? No. I like these.
It
might just be because I have them too, though.
I feel like a lot of people got those too. Like they made a lot of pairs of the Travises.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
So they definitely did.
Double.
One thing I really hope they don't treat Travis Scott the way that they've treated Drake and only give us one Travis Scott a year.
They've already given him better silhouettes. He got a 4.
And Air Force One, and he's got the Air Force One.
Well, the thing is, like, bro, Drake has so much stuff that no one has seen. He has an 11, and nobody's seen it.
What? I mean, they put out one. They put out the 10, which in my mind is one of the low end of the Jordan.
And at the peak of its hype, it was going for damn near a G. Let's remember that.
Right.
Well, and then colors are whack.
Yeah, the colors are whack.
They give him a black one and a white one with gold. And then there's the 12 and then the 8. And I love the 8. The 8's my favorite silhouette, but I am a rare breed when it comes to the 8. But so what we're as a group, we are coming to a consensus that the Travis Scott 4 is that shoe. Now, are we gonna? I mean, like, is the green pair is coming out too, right? That green.
Is it
gray pair? I thought that was coming out.
The olive looking pair is coming out.
Yeah, and then the purple were
friends of family. That's friends of family.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is, like, with the OVOs, we saw all those pairs 3 years ago. We didn't get 8s until this All-Star weekend. So I'm hoping that they actually release these colorways that he keeps wearing, and it's not just gonna come out next year or something.
Right, and we never got the Kentucky. We never got any of the other stuff. Like, we never got like a really fair shot at the Lil Wayne versus Drake things.
Yeah.
And that was the Raptor, right? Was supposed to be Drake's shoe, right? It was supposed to have OVO on it.
Well, it's the signature on the tongue or what have you.
Right. It was supposed to be that. So we here at the usual suspects at the Monday Midsole have put slapped our seal of approval on the Travis Scott. So next topic.
I gotta actually jump out if that's okay with you guys.
That's cool, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man, for sure.
Yeah, man,
I got
you guys
one last question here, doorknob question. My bad, I missed it. This is from Kixology. Said Gentry Humphrey was behind some major releases at Jordan Brand. Which one made the biggest impact to you?
To me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Gentry Humphrey.
Uh-huh.
So she was behind some of the major Jordan Brand releases. Which one of those would you say had a big impact?
Can you guys give me some examples of the ones?
The 611 pack, Undefeated 4s.
Oh, definitely DMP pack. I went to go camp out with with my dad at the mall, and they only had 10 pairs, and there was 300 people in front of us. 300 people in front of us. But my dad waited with me all night, and it was crazy. It's the story behind it. That's one of those shoes where, like, I've been meaning to get it just so I can have it now because I couldn't get it back then. But it's like, is it wearable? And that's the thing that pisses me off. It's like, I don't know if I can get it dead stock, and I don't know if it'll be wearable. So
not that 6.
Yeah, that's the 6 is what I want more than anything.
I gotta check mine. I gotta say, I'm kind of nervous to wear mine now.
Yeah, so that's like the one from like my high school days. I didn't even remember the name of that, but But when you bring up those shoes, that's the one from that era that's like, hopefully they bring them back. We'll see. Maybe like one at a time. You never know these days, honestly.
They've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
But
all right, well,
no, definitely appreciate you coming on and whatnot. Any final words that you want to before you head out?
No, I just appreciate you guys having me and giving me a chance to like explain myself in some of these situations. I know I have a bad rep to some people, but I'm pretty sure if like you actually meet in person, people will see that I'm just a normal sneakerhead. And again, I appreciate you guys having me on here. Would love to come back. Sure. If a guest ever flakes, hit me up. I'll be on here. I'm always down to talk sneakers. And then when I start my podcast, I get you guys in there when you're in LA because we're gonna do it in person.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, just thank you guys. And I'll see you guys hopefully soon. London, Toronto.
I'm critical right now. I'm looking down. I ain't going nowhere.
Atlanta.
Oh yeah. I'll see you guys soon, man. Thank you guys again.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right. So, now that we have the resident hype beast gone here, let's talk about Yeezys. Now, so this is something that I saw. I saw Kanye West tweet this out, and do y'all think that this right here, any of these designs? Now we've seen some pictures, right? We've seen some pictures of these. Do you think that any of these will bring the hype back to the Yeezy brand?
There's that one. Is that a September release? Well, there's a 350 colorway that's coming out. That's pretty dope. It looks somewhat like those icons that I'm liking. I can't tell from the napkin drawing. It's not any of those, but it's a V2. And it kind of has like that same design that the LeBron icons have, where the lines are.
I got a question for you though. What was that thing that you said about? Did somebody design those packs? What was that word you said started with an H?
Me?
Yeah. The question you just asked Kais, what was that?
Oh, Gentry Humphrey. What shoes did he design
that had the biggest impact?
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
He designed. He came out with the Jordan 611 pack. He did the Jordan Undefeated. He did some Nike silhouettes. Yeah,
he's part of the Jordan hybrid thing.
He's kind of like the second guy after Tinker as far as popularity with shoes. But the thing is, and I see people in the chat saying he didn't know anything about. It's a lot of you motherfuckers in the chat that don't know. Daniel just showed you. He's a sneakerhead.
Right.
You don't have to.
I had to look him up myself. So
I knew who he was. I can tell you exactly what he looked like. If I saw him today, I mean, he's a kind of heavy-set, light-skinned black guy, good hair and the whole nine. But, I mean, he kind of looks like Maul's brother or something, But
shout out to my big bro.
The thing is, just because you don't know who designed the shoe, you don't know what year it came out, you don't know any of that stuff, that does not make you less of a sneakerhead. And
that's why I got mad quiet
with that shit.
That's why I get asked that question. We talking about the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why people have to qualify other people in knowledge of certain things. Because you asked me that question, I'm gonna tell you I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And that's just legit. Does that make me not into sneakers? I mean, if that
I'll be 100% transparent outside of looking it up. But when you start saying the names, you're like, oh shit, yeah, okay, bet.
Mike Jenkins didn't know. I wanted to address that because I was like, I didn't know what that is. Now, but back to the topic at hand, because I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole.
That shit.
Can Yeezy bounce back with the napkin drawing?
With the napkin drawing, yeah. Can Yeezy bounce, or can Adidas Yeezy brand? Now, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Probably the ugliest one on that thing.
They're probably all ugly.
I like it. The 451.
Yeah, it's okay with that shell.
With that,
yeah,
that's really cool looking.
It looks like it looks like a hovercraft on fire. I don't know. I gotta see him. I could hate on him all day. I gotta see him. It's hard to actually judge a shoe that's written on with someone's left hand.
Man.
You there?
I can't hear anything. My headphones just like turn off every now and then. So like,
no, listen, the drawings aren't going to do anything, but when the
Right.
shoes, the actual shoes start to get leaked, and like Kites mentioned, when he starts to wear them and people, start gravitating to the hype and just like the wave runners, you know what I mean? Like once they get going with a new line that's somewhat marketable and wearable, it's going to be fine. And you talk about bouncing back. Adidas is still having a pretty good year from a stock standpoint, even though Nike's up like 30% on the year. I mean, they're not too far behind. So,
yeah, it's just too hard to accurately judge,
So shout out to the people who stuck with us for the Keist interview that are leaving. Thanks for coming by. I hope you drop us a like, and I hope you give us a subscribe and come check us out again.
Sub that bitch.
Yeah, it was dope to have you on here. There are leaked photos of the 451, and they are super rough.
Right, they have just the outsole.
Right. I would like to see. I think that shoe looks different. And what else I'm really excited about on this is a V3. 350 V3, and I think that's good. Like I won't buy that shoe, the V3. I won't buy like another Yeezy like that. And I said that after the Zebra, and it was done after that because that was super weird. But I'm like, and I don't like any of the 700s. Hey,
you're good.
What's good? Oh,
No.
So. There was that, but that 452, I just think it looks really cool, and I think I like when they try to do something different like that.
I mean, quite honestly, as long as Yeezy stays in the mainstream, then the shoe is going to do okay, just fine.
Right, and it will. They'll all sell out.
It'll do better than the LeBron 16.
It's a 350, 500, 700. 451.
2547.
Kanye is a Luciferian? Oh man. All right. Learned something new. So anyway, do y'all think this is this year so far has been all Jordan though, right? Not Jordan, but has been all Nike, Jordan. Yeah, Nike.
They've been strong. They've been strong.
Yeah, and I like that. But last year was arguably, right? Adidas, 2016 really was Adidas.
What are we looking at here?
16, yeah. 17
is
kind of.
So, if you look at, I think you got to look at it from two standpoints, right? You look at kind of street culture, so to speak, or like secret culture, if you want to just leave it at that, and say from a popularity standpoint, Nike clearly all the shoes we talked about as far as summer were Nikes. No Adidas were thrown into the mix. There's not a Yeezy that's come out, not a new Yeezy that's come out that's kind of blown the top off anybody. Pause. But if you look at the actual the stock, the revenue, which is what matters, making money, right? Nike's up 30% year to date, and Adidas is up 25% year to date. That's not, you know what I mean? Like the race is really, really close, and arguably Adidas, they've taken several steps back as far as their popularity mainstream. Just saying.
All right.
All right.
So that's it. That's that topic. It's a fucking napkin.
It's a napkin.
And we did kind of discuss the LeBron 16 last week, but some new pictures popped up.
They're very, very similar.
But I want to talk about this one specifically. Right, but you can see some texture differences, some quality differences when you're looking at the. But there was that.
Cool.
Right, but this one that shown that I wanted to talk about where the fashion. Belt. I'm waiting for the. Is it good?
It's the belt.
Yeah, you're straight.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so there's this. At this point, are sneakers are they becoming an actual because this shoe was made for Fashion Week and Harlem Row, right? And so I'm curious, is Nike going to, excuse me?
Sorry.
What'd you say?
Puma's trash.
Puma's trash? Is okay. Anyway, but this shoe's made for Fashion Week. Now I know it's MJ all day, Ed.
No, it's not though, Ed. We're going to address that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, this right here is made for Fashion Week. Now, do you think it's going to become a point? And this is a question I really have aimed toward Marcus. Is do you think that Nike and Adidas, Puma, so on and so forth, are going to be making a run at high-end fashion stuff, like for Fashion Week? You know, Vogue being in there, you know?
I think they should, because, I mean, right now, if you look at sneakers, I mean, one of the things that, you know, stands out are the fashionable sneakers, the higher-end brands are making shoes that we're looking at. I mean, 4 years ago, nobody was talking about Balenciagas, but now you got the Triple S comes out, and everybody made a shoe similar to that shoe. And this one here, this Lebron kind of favors a Giuseppe and a Margiela with the little belt thing going around it. And I think, I'm not going to say that they have to follow this trend, because, I mean, of course, they're still pulling in billions of dollars a year, but it's something that, you know, is going to reach a different market. It's going to keep, you know, some of the older heads like myself who are looking at more high-end shoes saying, hey, let me, you know, check this out. Now, this particular shoe, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, because it just looks like a belt on a shoe, you know, but I mean, I would be checking for their more high-end products, because I would think that it's going to be made with better material than the GR stuff that we get.
Get the strap.
I think it's dope, man.
I actually like them too.
I like the shoe.
I don't
like the belt.
It's women's. It's a women's shoe first and foremost.
I think it'd be hard to rock the belt, though. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, from
I think
my
it looks cool
ankles.
from a fashion show standpoint, but I don't really know.
Yeah,
like
on foot, I don't know how you rock the belt.
You would have to wear shorts with this, because pants are not going to sit right.
No, not
you
at all.
have to wear shorts.
Yeah, because
I can see Odell rocking these. Shout out to the G man.
And so Odell could put it up.
He could also wear pumps. He can wear whatever he wants to. He just got all that money.
95 mil, 65 guaranteed.
And you know he's gonna be trash this year now because he got the bag.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Everybody that gets the bag. Fantasy. Everybody gets the bag. Boop.
But anyway, like, so I really want the shoe, and what I also really like is the outsole on this shoe has that the AZG. It looks like the AZG, and then you have the 15 like ass part of the shoe, like the back end of the shoe looks like a 15, and so it's kind of like a 1 plus a 15, and then you get the 16. Oh, am I getting spider tingly senses and shit? Like, I really, really dig this shoe, and I'm going to try to get it, even if I have to get, you know, a women's 12, which will probably be impossible to get. I'm really looking forward to this shoe. Pino was on a hiatus from the show, but thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
You know, so
do you feel like your taste is kind of starting to change? Because I mean, you bought the John Elliott LeBrons, which is more trying to go towards the high end. Now you're looking at these. You think your taste is kind of changing a little bit?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's, you know, that's a given. Like, why did I want those elements so bad? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I really did want that cell pair. I really did. Like, I didn't like the black pair. I haven't liked any of the ones came out since. But I really do like this pair a lot. And I really do like the John Elliott's. There's almost like a minimalist thing with it. You know, I'm like, I start to, you know, lean. I don't know. It's just, I kind of go through phases, but I really do like this shoe. I don't know if I could rock that belt on it. I'm hoping that there's like, you know, a way to take the belt off and still rock it. You know, but that's just me.
I seen Thuggish said rock the straps backwards. Kind of, I guess, like a
Air Force,
yeah,
the Air Force
One. That could be dope.
Oh yeah, like hanging out the back.
But I just don't know if it looked like they'd be kind of stiff. Pause.
DDC's, she knows. She said, listeners' taste ain't changed. He's just a LeBron fan. You right.
Yeah.
But I really do. I like this shoe, and I like what they're doing with the LeBron line, like by paying ode to the originals, and you know. But I think it's interesting to see that they're designing a shoe for Fashion Week. I think that's really, really cool.
Do we want to do the releases?
Yeah, let's do that. We got 15 minutes.
Man, we don't really have a lot coming out, but we can hit it.
Yeah, do it. Do that shit. Did anybody pick anything up?
I didn't.
So let's do that. I didn't pick up anything.
All right, here go the release drop. All right, let me go ahead and lock in. Polo, you ready? Marcus?
No.
No. He ain't never
not.
I was ready.
Oh.
Ooh.
Can y'all see it?
Joints. Yeah. Them conversary flamingos.
All right, well, dropping tomorrow is probably one of my most anticipated shoes this year. It's the Jordan 3 JTH Bio Beige. I don't have my hands on one. Frankie, I think does Frankie has a pair? Or was it Kev? Yeah, I saw a few people.
JB got a pair. JB got his pair.
Yeah, and everybody said the quality is, I mean, it's premium, you know. So it's definitely something I'm going to be on Sneakers app tomorrow trying to grab. Got to have it. It's a 3. You know how I feel.
Mel, I hate that $250 price.
I'm good with it though. I don't like it, but I'm good with it. I'll pay that.
I mean, I pay a lot more for the JTH 3s.
You're not wrong. And I think that's what happened. They're like, wait a minute.
And now you can get under retail.
Oh,
no, those are the Tinkers. Those are the Tinkers.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I still paid a lot. I paid a lot for the first pair though. The second pair I got at retail.
Yeah, I don't. I these are a pass for me.
This is a retail or nothing. I ain't gonna lose sleep over these.
These
me neither.
Now everybody wanted the Soulfly Jordan 3, but now we got the Soulfly Jordan Racer 88.
These look
But
like
did you
these hurt my
bike messenger
fucking,
3s.
Wait,
these hurt my fucking feelings.
Yeah, the lottery already happened because some people got the actual Soulfly 3s if they got their little scratch off.
Yeah, these are not good.
No,
I mean,
Marcus.
Nah, but you go and scratch him off. Is he dead? Oh, you scratch it
Marcus.
off.
Is he dead? Really?
I don't know.
You got dead ass quiet.
I mean, because you motherfuckers start talking. But anyway, yeah, you know, we're going to go ahead and pass that up.
Do you like them hoes?
No, hell no. Hell
no. No more of these.
We got some more up-tempos, Georgetown Hoyas.
I am so done.
Who's still buying these shoes? Because the only reason they're going to keep releasing these is if some of you motherfuckers is out there.
They probably just made that many and they just got to get it out the warehouse.
People get out of jail every day, B.
All right, then we got a women's Foam Posit 1 Summit White coming out.
Oh, Dan.
All right.
What?
Are foams done?
Yeah.
Ask Payne. You got all of them.
Foam's been done for over a year.
Yeah, I think they're done.
Take them off the shelf. Take them just like the up tempo. Take them off the shelf. Put them in the vault for about 4 or 5 years, and then revisit.
But what I do like is that they are actually making them for women with the right toe cap.
Right.
I think that's dope. I mean, a little bit like too little, too late, I guess. But I like that they're doing that. My daughter loves her pair. You know, and she's been asking me for them for a while. And I'm like, I'm not getting you some because they had that flat toe. And I showed her the flat toe, and she's like, oh, I don't like that. And I'm like, I know, right? So when we saw the women's pair that she got, she loves the pair because they had the regular toe box. And, you know, but again, it's just a little too late, you know?
They're dead. I sold all my foams, just like my Yeezys.
T-Word said he's selling all his foams.
Yeah.
I only got 2, but them just can sell 2.
I have a hard time with the shorty toe. And go.
We got these Jordan 1 OG Air Olive Canvas coming out with the big Nike written on the side.
Those aren't bad.
The leather looks nice.
Bad. They are not bad.
They're canvas.
I don't know if I need them though.
The toe and around it is leather, and then the toe box area is canvas. But yeah, it's not a cop for me.
No, it's a hard pass.
It might be a nice little fall shoe.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the colorway isn't dope, like for a good fall thing, but I can't do it. You're gonna hit that guava ice because I want to shit on that
guava ice. The guava ice.
That is.
I don't.
Is that it?
But I don't need it.
Why does that look like sail?
Yeah, it does look like the sail.
But that doesn't look right because on the app it looks like it's paint.
It's got some
some
green on it, I think.
I don't know.
Somebody had them for. I think Kick Square had them up already.
Yeah, somebody did. Somebody had them early.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pass. There's the orange pair too, but like they all have like 3 different Nike branding on it.
I think they should have went white swoosh.
Marcus, I can't see
Yes,
it.
sir.
There you go.
Here's the what is it called? The vintage coral is the name of it, and yeah, it's not a cop.
I have to agree with Shuminati here. JB's being lazy and just filling in the release calendars. I feel like all 3 of these are going to be heavy sitters.
They'll be at the outlet. That's for sure.
Definitely.
The fuck is that thing?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at 2 screens, but the Adidas thing? Can we please click that?
The Future Pacer?
Yes, please.
Them look like ninja shoes. Snake eyes.
It looks like that damn Yeezy you were just looking at, that 451 that you were talking about. It's got the same shit.
No, it don't. It don't have that spider web coming up it. Like, you know what this looks like to me?
Baseball coat shoes.
Not that. Look at the back end on that. It looks like the what's that shoe? Is it the Element? No, it's the. Oh my God! It has that extended back heel plate. Maul, help me out here. What's that Nike shoe?
The Stabilizer. The Epic React.
Epic React. Thank you. That it has that back end, you know. But it looks like they took that shoe and then mixed it with that Puma disc thing, and made this shoe. This is horrible.
Fanny pack on that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Anyway, oh, we got the Twilight. But I mean, we're off into next week, right?
All right.
This is all September 1st. So when is that? Yeah, that's next week. So yeah, we are done.
Who the hell is tapping?
Me. Sorry.
I'm like, damn.
I'm sorry. Thank you for. All right, go ahead.
All right. Do we want to get in the hashtag hero?
Well, I mean, we got 8 minutes. Did we do pickups? Because it's just small, right?
All right. Yeah.
What?
I got nothing.
I'm the only one to pick something up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't pick anything up, Dan?
No.
Nothing. UPS wasn't banging down your door?
Nope.
Oh, you know he's going to sit on this shit. He's going to have a Monday where he's going to have about 18 shoes.
All right. I've showed this already. I got the Kobe All-Stars that everyone seems to hate, but I like them. I'm slowly but surely stacking up my ZK1 collection here, which is dope because I missed out on so many when they first released. And I wasn't looking to pay $300-400 for a shoe that was probably going to crumble. So this Pro Show is like this is a breath of fresh air. And then I picked up the Pharrell. It's the Motherland pair, the NMDs. So interesting. My first pair of Pharrells. So we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be interesting.
Quit forgetting about the hashtag, Mel. Step your game up.
Switch your game. Tuck your
All right. What else
I do want to say something.
I got something that's over there, but you're good.
Yeah. What is it? Let us know.
One is a Raptor 4. There's something else. I just can't remember.
Anyway, I'm sure you remember and be able. So I would like, because it was one of our topics where we were going to address the Madden deal, and I would just like to say our thoughts out to their family. If y'all know anybody, those loved ones, our prayers, our hearts, our stuff go out to them. And if you're looking to make a difference as far as gun control goes, get out there and vote. If not, if you don't want gun control, get out there and vote. There's got to be something done because blaming video games isn't working. Blaming mental health isn't working. Something's got to happen. And if you see somebody that's breaking, you see somebody that's cracking, mental health or whatever the case is, tell somebody, please, because it's a tragic loss of life, and I find myself, I feel so bad for these people because it's a game, it's Madden, and it's infuriating, but break a controller, slap him in the face, be a man, hit somebody, you know, or be a woman, you know, and hit somebody. You know, don't resort to taking somebody's life. You know, it's never worth it. And then if you are gonna take somebody's life, be there to stand for it. Don't be a coward and end it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're man enough to, I know that's kind of shitty advice. Don't take that. But like, you know, I find it so weird. Did y'all hear that? Like the video clip?
I didn't know the video.
No, I did not.
I haven't watched anything about it because I have to steer myself away from all of this foolishness and nonsense that's going on in the world.
I agree with Word here. She says, I'm tired of mental health being a factor for when someone shoots someone. And what I will say is I'm tired of it being a factor when it's a white person shooting someone, and not when it's anyone of any other color. That's just where I see.
And I also think that, I mean, and I hope that what this brings is increased security when you are at events like this. I mean, it already doesn't feel safe for me at the movie theaters. But then you think about, you know, we all go to Sneaker Con, and that would be, you know, something that, you know, I could see them needing more security. 'Cause I don't really see the security at Sneaker Con. I know it's there. I know that they do their due diligence and, you know, for insurance purposes and whatnot. But I think that maybe we're just in a day where it needs to be even, you know, more amped up.
I agree. Make bullets $10,000 each.
Whoever shot you will take their bullet back. Like, you have my property.
People just start using them African blow darts. It just be.
Like, damn, he must have been really pissed off. They put $50,000 worth of bullets in his ass.
Man, so they killed 50, y'all. All right.
So before we get into hashtag hero, what's our hashtag hero going to be for this week? Because we never really discussed it, and we never really had that. Or I can't feel it in my throat. All right.
Ooh, pause.
And that
one's suspect.
They had hashtag SockX, hashtag it is what it is.
Hashtag SockX.
What else was?
Yeah, that might get some weird stuff in it. Cause
you guys, you guys
hi,
get some
my
more.
name's Joe Glazer. Coming over to the house with my socks. Hardwood.
Hardwood.
Hardwood Asics.
Well then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Hypnitis.
All right. First one I did as a Miss Kit Kicks. The dope picture. Well, it's a dope shoe. It's the red 8s. I wish I had them. I need red 8s and I need red 7s to round out my 1 to 14 in red. But yeah, hashtag hero. Next is Mall.
I went with Sneakerhead Clothing Line. Yeah. So he's got the lace swab with the elephant print in the front, but this particularly grabbed my attention for the fuck cancer lace lock in there. So, yeah, obviously, kind of know my feelings on that. So yeah, my hero.
Next one is Marcus.
I don't even know what I picked.
You picked Beauty and Kicks and Adam.
Adam Kicks, yeah. They always take dope shots, man. I love how they do the single picks and then they come together and do a couple pick. And they're rocking the Flight 13? What do they call it? I can't even think of what the hell they call it.
History of Flight 13.
History of Flight 13. Yeah, it's a dope shot. I love that shot.
And next we have Daniel Sutton.
Should be the Frankie and the Flints.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'm a simple man. I see Flints and I double tap. So shout out to Frankie for just a simple, no frills, clean pick of the Flint 13s. I love that shoe. So shout out to Frankie. Yerp. All right. So I'm gonna switch my. I'm gonna go with the couples. I feel like that's a.
I'm gonna stay with mine because that red is crazy.
Whoever the Beauty and Kicks and Adam, that's dope. That's a dope shot.
They're in there. They're in the chat.
Yep. Shout out to them.
So,
I'm sticking with my pick.
Yeah.
Same.
Same. So it's just me. I'm the flipper.
Flip flopper, and you don't.
And that should be illegal according to our president.
Oh yeah, you can't snitch now. Now it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool when you're talking about me. All right, cool. So hashtag hero is Beauty and Kicks, and Adam Kicks. Adam's Kicks. Adam's Kicks. Formerly Shu Nobi.
All right. So what's going to be the kick the hashtag kick the habit likes men is what Frankie says.
Well then.
Alrighty. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I really think though. That's nothing new.
I really feel like we should go with I can't feel it in my throat.
I don't like that. That's long.
No.
Pause.
It is what it is.
That motherfucker long.
Right. How about hypnitis? How about hypnitis?
I don't even know where that came from. Where did that come from?
While Kais was talking, people were like, "Oh, you got the hypnitis." So we just do it is what it is. Hashtag hero.
That's gonna be stacked up. I guess you.
But we'll be able to. Yeah, you can hit recent and it'll show the.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, so it is 10:01. You know what that means?
It's time to shut it down.
Shut him down.
But I think we could all have a side discussion or like maybe a separate show, just kind of discussing
dissecting this.
Just kind of talking about like expectations from other people within the culture of what it takes to qualify to be a sneakerhead.
Let's do it. Let's go into OT.
I think I would actually like to pull in some of the people that had strong feelings. I did extend an invite to Maggie Sauls because she was in here hating harder than baguettes. And I mean, if Kixology would like to come in, because I know she had some choice words, and whoever else, you know, I just don't.
I just want to know the importance of why do you have to know the history behind a shoe? Can you give me the history behind every piece of clothing that you wear?
No, you can't.
You know, so it's annoying to me that you're quantified as a sneakerhead by what you know and what you have. It's just a love. Period.
Kev, did you get that question as well and skip over it?
Oh yeah, I skipped it because I thought it was. I thought it was.
I got it because I told her because she asked me, how does she get a question answered? You know, and I said you can, you know, send it to either of us three, and we'll ask the question. And
I mean, I wanted to get all the questions out. So.
No, I skipped it on purpose because I thought it was after we had asked everything that we asked. I thought that he kind of established that he's not the type of sneakerhead that sits there.
Right. He's not a historian.
He's not like MJO.
He is an entertainer, and he said that from the jump. He started off just making content, and he so happened to have like sneakers, and that became his content. So as he progresses, sneakers will always be a part of his content. Because I know someone said, you know, is he still going to do sneaker stuff? Yes, that's always going to be the basis, but he likes to branch out and do other things.
That was Mike. You know, and if anybody would come on here and I don't think we were alluding to people being controversial. People know they were definitely alluding to people being culture vultures.
I know what I'm about to say is going to be controversial, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to say it anyway. It always seems like when we have these topics about, you know, your history and your knowledge of sneakers, it always seems like it comes from a female. And women, ladies, you don't have to justify being a sneakerhead by picking up a book, going to learn the story of it. You know, so when you come and you shoot these, do you know this? Do you know the history and how long you've been doing it? It doesn't make you that much more of a sneakerhead. It doesn't make you that much more accepted. You know, it's your love and your passion for the shoes, just like all of us on the show.
Right.
Like I say 100 million times, I've been buying shoes longer than most of y'all have been alive. But I don't know everything about every damn shoe. I can tell you when I bought the shoes I like. I can tell you who made a few of them. I can tell you what colorways I like. But I can't tell you when Jordan hit, 50 points against the Knicks with this shoe. I can't tell you that. And I really don't give a shit. I like the way the shoes look on my feet. And that's all that should matter to you, not who made it, not when it was made, not what material was used. None of that matters. So when you get out there and you throw these numbers out and this historical facts, it doesn't make anybody look at you and be like, oh, damn, she a true sneakerhead.
Right.
It doesn't. It just make me look at you like, damn, you ain't got shit else to do. You must not have anybody pick you up and take you out because you're reading about fucking shoes.
And also
that's me. Make me feel like.
And also, like when I asked, if I threw out the question and I said, what's the reason why?
Shoot him an invite.
All right. What's the reason why people don't like Kais? And Hype Beast, whatever. He's bad for the culture. Why is he bad for the culture? I just don't like him.
Maybe.
You know, like I'm gonna get him in here. I don't get that. Like if you can't, if I ask you a question about why you don't like something, you said just because, that's not a valid answer to me.
Right. Listen, people don't like me. Never had a conversation with me a day in their life. And don't like me just off the strength because of certain things that I post or because I like a certain player or certain interpretations on what I post and things of that nature. But you have to actually have dialogue, conversation with the person to get to know them, to determine if you like them or not.
What's funny to me is that most of the people that I asked, why don't you like him? Most of them said the same thing. I've never even watched the show. So how can you say that you don't like him? You're going by what you've heard other people say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And honestly, I mean, it's a lot of people that don't like me. It's a lot of people that don't like Maul. There's a lot of people that don't like Daniel. There's people who don't like, well, everybody likes Kevin.
Everybody likes me.
Everybody likes Kevin.
Except
the rest of
us,
we don't.
I mean, listen.
I know Maggie don't like me, but you know, like that's the thing though. Like,
you get a pass because people feel like an asshole if they say they don't like you. Like, oh, boy had some shit to say about you, and then 10 minutes later is in your DM. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, people catch themselves because it makes them feel a certain way about themselves.
Right. And I've had that discussion before, you know, like where people they like me not because of who I am, but because how they feel about themselves.
Right.
And Malik,
you know,
like, go ahead, man.
No, like, so yeah, I love the history of sneakers, but I also love the history of a lot of things. Right. But like, again, if somebody were to ask me who, what's his name?
Gentry?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know who that was. I think the issue with at least me and Danny was the fact that he has been bashed on this show by the pen. Now, what I will say,
address that? Did I address that though?
Yes.
When I told him that I have said things about him. So don't go back and act like, and Word, you know me, Danny, you know me, you know I ain't afraid to say shit to somebody, whether it be on this show or in their face. I'm always gonna bring it. So don't make it seem like we didn't go back and address it. I told him point blank what I said. And then the other thing that I was gonna say that we talked about with him, somebody else brought it up. So where's the problem?
And so what I said, and I said something about it in the past, what I said was, his content's not for me. His content is for young kids. But you cannot knock the man's hustle, and you cannot knock his grind. And I gained respect for Kais when I saw him stand there and talk with each individual kid and take a picture with them and shake hands and do the thing, and you know, like, and that's like, you know, but I have spoken to him individually, in person, face to face about that. You know, like, what I can tell you is that we cannot knock his hustle and you cannot knock his grind. And I think that is really what we should look at, is not on the fact that he is or was a self-proclaimed hype beast,
right,
or whatever. And that's fine, Word. You can go and find receipts. And I hope I hope it gives you a sense of vindication when you find it. You know, I do, but it's I don't understand but
why find receipts? I mean,
it doesn't matter if that's your reaction to a topic, i.e. when we talked about the tweet with Nike Night inviting him, that made you feel a certain way, and that was your reaction to that, right? That your reaction to that doesn't change based off you having someone on or whatever the case may be. Like, that was your intrinsic feeling about something that you saw or that you read, and that made you not like that particular part of that person or that event.
I just don't know who's backtracking because I think that everything that people had an issue with was addressed here. We talked about the no lines at the booth. We talked about what was the other thing? We talked about
the culture. We talked about the hypebeast thing. We talked about him taking away from the culture or community or whatever. I mean, and then people were in the chat saying, you know, we're being PC. We're being PC. You know, that dude is having the time of his life. And how old is he? 29?
Yeah, he's gonna be 30. Yeah.
So I mean, he's been doing this for 10 years. So I mean, like in the end, he was 19 years old. And
the dude's job is to make videos for YouTube. How many of us? I get up and go to work. So
I think that's
that I hate. I hate, and I'm sure most of you do the same. And you're knocking a man for doing something that you would probably rather be doing.
Exactly.
I think that's where some of the issues comes into place. Yeah.
Get out of that. I mean, it's sad that everybody always talks about the culture and the community, but you do nothing but complain. I don't see you do anything. And then when somebody bring it to you, oh, well, I did this and I did that. I didn't see you do it. So does it count? Because he does a lot of shit that we don't see do, but we go at him. Does it not count? You know what I'm saying? If you're doing all of this and you want to jump on the next man about what they're not doing, show me what you are doing.
Man, that dude, he didn't have to come on this show. Like, we barely have 1,000 subs, you know, and he didn't have to come on. And, you know, he did anyway, you know, and I think what's that? You know, I think that's really cool. And, you know, and I think that's what's cool about this show in particular is that, you know, we can have Word and Danny on, which I'm still upset that I missed that show. Like, but we can also have that dude on, and we can have, you know, we've had from all sides. We have you know, people that are insiders, or people that work for Foot Locker, or people that work for Complex.
All different walks of the business of the industry. You get perspective from all over, whether it be the person who is creating content and entertaining, or the person who's behind the scenes, you know, writing the articles, or the person who is feeding the content. It's very dynamic. It's unique.
Hey, Wavy Eddie in the building.
Hey, what up? What up?
Hey, I do too.
Darkness. My bad. Damn. Oh shit. My bad. Damn. My bad.
That's the DR.
This motherfucker got the camera facing the wrong way. He got the camera facing the wrong way.
The question is, which cup is he sipping from today? Because he got the double cup. He got the double cup. See, I already knew.
And all right, so real quick, Word. You are definitely true to yourself, and I think that's dope that you sit there and you put a lot of effort into your customs, and I think that's really dope. And and I did get to some of the same things. I asked people, why don't you like them, and it was a lot of the same kind of reaction. You know, that, you know, like there was no real reason. It's easy to not like that guy,
right? It's a popular thing
because he's winning.
She's saying if money wasn't affected, would you still do it? We do this show every Monday, and we're adding shows where this is going to take me outside of my normal life 2 or 3 days out of the week.
Right.
And we're not making a fucking dime.
Not a dime. We've had $0 come in from this.
$0.
Not a single cent from what is it? AdSense.
Ad revenue, not a dollar.
Zip zero, stingy with dinero.
So you rather Word to sit and make customs for the rest of your life and not get paid, or would you rather become a millionaire, chilling at home making shoes, and then being flown out to go watch Golden State or go watch the Cowboys or whoever your team may be for free, and then get to go and meet people who are like-minded in the community and do shit like that for free? You rather just not make money painting shoes.
I love hanging with my brothers, but if I get paid to do this, that would be flipping amazing.
So word. If you made a YouTube channel specifically about
customizing,
right? And your channel blew up. Do you think I would stop fucking with you? Because do you think I would stop messing with you because your channel blew up? Like, no, I'd be like, yo, that's the sis right there. That's fam.
And
you know, like, we're not trying to further.
Word has blinders on. We're not going. Word got blinders on.
No, I'm just saying, like, I do a lot of things from just like intrinsic joy. Like, I was rocking Curry's and Kyrie's before that was even cool, and arguably rocking Curry still isn't cool, but I do it, and I was rocking with Kyrie before that became like, oh, the super packs and let's drop 3 pairs in one city. Like,
well, let's see what Wavy
about this. Yeah, Wavy, what do you think about this?
Hey, let me get to what hey, Maul, remember I hit you up when you asked that question.
Yes.
About the whole Gentry, I don't know, right. Gentry guard, I don't know the name.
Exactly.
Look, hey, Maul sipped that drink after he asked that question. I see Maul face. And then I looked at Dan's face. He was chilling. Kevin.
So, general disclaimer, I didn't say it to be an asshole. I said it to pump out a question if somebody had asked me. Because I always do that. I always, whether I know it or not, like I'll research it. I have the advantage. I got fucking 22,000 tabs in front of me. But like somebody wanted to know the answer. And I didn't see this.
That's a true question.
Yeah. I was just, yo, somebody threw this question at me. Let me be respectful because that's what I do, and ask it, and then we'll talk through it. But
I thought it was. I saw the question before you.
I mean, in hindsight, yeah, I guess on the fly, I just looked at the question. Was like, oh shit, I forgot to ask that. So let me throw it out there real quick. Here, let me hit you with the doorknob question. I mean to be like, hey, let me beat you over the head with this asshole question because I'm still some dude that nobody in the panel, for the exception of before Christ, knew the answer to. Yeah. So,
but how about that? The matter is once he knew what we were talking, once he knew what you were talking about, because I can't say we, because I didn't know a goddamn thing. Like I'm glad nobody asked me that question because I had to be like,
I saw it, I was like, huh?
Honestly, I should have looked at it first and be like, hey, how do you feel about so and so, creator or design behind such and such? What do you think has been like the biggest here? Like it was a rush question.
And Word, when you asked that question, Word, when you asked that question, I knew you were referring to Kais at the time. I just made an example out of it using us. I knew what you were referring to. The guy started doing that because he enjoyed doing what he's doing. You got Wavy on here. Wavy has one of my favorite channels, and I'm sure Wavy ain't pulling in millions of dollars, but he still enjoys what he's doing.
And he be traveling like every week.
Right.
Oh, yo, hey, I got a job, y'all. I got a job too. Yo, I'm hyped.
And Word, man, we're not trying to come at you sideways or nothing. Like, you're a fan, but like, when you see your people kind of like not understand, or you feel like that they're not understanding, you want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to like come down at you. Now Maggie, like, I don't respect the way that she handled her questions, if that makes any sense.
I don't know. I didn't see that in the actual, like, in the chat.
I
what the questions were.
You're on mute, Daniel.
Who is? Oh,
Daniel.
Is he? I think he doesn't have the little
plug
mute
back
line,
in.
so.
Plug back in.
Yeah, something wrong. We can't hear you.
His headphones is tripping then.
But no, Maggie, we had dialogue back and forth yesterday when it came on, and I wasn't satisfied with her rationale behind why she doesn't like someone, because it gets into bullying. Like, I love sneakers because of the nostalgia and the feeling that it brings me back to when I was a kid. But there was always those kids that would fuck with you because maybe they had something, or maybe you had something that they wanted, but they wanted to clown you and try to, like, make you feel a certain way because maybe, they were maybe a little jealous of you or whatever. And that's what I don't like about the sneaker community. Like, I don't care if I don't have something that the next person has. I'm happy for you that you got it. You know what I'm saying? I might be upset that maybe I don't hit on a sneaker drop, but at the same point, if you hit, I'm happy for you. Like Mo hit on the off-white ones. I wanted them. Hey, I'm happy that he got them. I just don't get when people get shit.
And I think people on the show might misconstrue like our competitive nature between like us. We're going back and forth on comps and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not mad that Marcus got the off-white ones, the UNCs, even though I would punch Dan in the face for him. Like, but in the midst of talking to someone literally all flipping day and showing what shoes just came in or what are coming out and everything like that, it's It's like being on the same basketball team and playing one-on-one against that person every single day. You are going to be uber competitive.
I hate the complaining is my biggest deal. If you're not doing anything, shut the fuck up. That's just what it is. I mean, you sit and complain, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I hate that. Oh, they got this. I want that. Just shut up and do it. I mean,
I got a question for everybody. I just want to know. That way I don't, maybe I'm putting myself out there in a fucked up fashion. But if you post that you need a shoe, does that mean you're begging for a free fucking shoe?
No, it just means
that you are looking to fucking purchase the shoe
at a good price.
If somebody has access to it, then holler at you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't care if somebody is asking for a shoe from someone. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. So, it doesn't matter to me. It shouldn't matter to anybody else.
I did, but sorry, when I got muted or when my shit, whatever, I asked her, Maggie, what her questions were. And she's like, that's already passed. And so I was super surprised that Maggie was so turned about it.
I wasn't. Yesterday she basically said she was gonna go in the chat. She said it, and has been saying it since we.
But she did keep that same energy. I will say that she did keep her same energy.
But when I asked her if she wanted to come on, then she disappeared. Though that's the energy that I'm talking about. And that's real. I mean, am I wrong? Because she ain't here right now.
Well, she said nobody wanted to see little old me or something like that. She said,
"Yeah." And I don't want to get too heavy into talking about because I forgot she's not in here anymore. So let's.
Well, I invited.
But
I'm curious.
Yeah,
you're curious.
Curious to know to understand the genesis of the hate.
Sorry, my bad. What's your opinion on him? Wavy, because I mean, like, you have a much bigger presence on YouTube than say like I do, or outside of the show.
Yeah. Nah, y'all boys. Nah, man, y'all popping. No, I really wanted to check out Kais's interview because I want to know about it. I want to know like his mind when it comes to the content. I'm cool. Like, I know I'm not the biggest sneaker collector. I don't know shit about shit, but I know how to edit, and I always want to tweak my shit to that next level. That's why I want to that's why I wanted to listen to him. I wanted to see where he was coming from when he was saying, well, I'm trying to think of new content to do. Like me, I know I can't get every release. I can't get every release and go on fucking vacay. There's just no way. I can't. So and I'd rather just so I just want to make great content. I want to figure out how I can do that. Now, I remember one time Kais had put out, he said, oh yeah, I'll make content with anybody. Just hit me up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Me, I don't look for no handout. I'll go to LA. I'll get my own Airbnb, get my own rent. Maybe we can do a skit or something. And it's not just for give me free subscribe. Like, I will bring something to the table. I wanted to hear when he said, when you asked him, do you let anybody edit for you? And he said, oh, only twice. Because I remember when I was doing a internship way back, I ain't let nobody edit for me, but I didn't know how to edit. But I was like, this got me looking corny. Like, I just don't like it. It just was not my delivery and stuff. So that's what I was really more interested in listening to. Like,
your edits on points like cold titties.
Yeah,
beat the pose.
I want to be careful. I want to be careful that we don't
bash.
I don't want.
You can call it what it is. I see word.
I don't want to defend. I don't want to defend Kais against any of the usual suspects, but I don't want to. I shouldn't have to defend him anyway.
But I mean, at the end of the day, what's wrong is wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody, like, I see word says that, Maggie looks out for her from sneakers and everything, and that's cool. But does that make her right? No, it doesn't. So if you base somebody's value on them being able to get you sneakers, then what does that make? How does that make Kais different from that logic? You know what I'm saying?
But word, you
and that's
saying
I ain't
something
drinking
he
tonight,
did.
but I'm there. You know.
Word is saying something he did to her months ago. I mean, does she know Kais personally for him to have done something?
Yeah,
Because if he did something
curious.
on YouTube, I mean,
Yeah,
just don't watch
valid.
him. I mean, just
Yeah.
don't watch him. Outside of that, if you're upset about something that he did to you personally, that's understandable. But I don't know when that interaction could have happened. I mean, I've seen Maggie at pretty much every sneaker con that's been here, and I didn't see any interaction between them.
Do they have a deeper history?
I mean, that's what Word is saying.
Or alluding to. She's alluding to, but you don't know if they have a deeper history. And if that's the case, you know, I hope that there's a chance for forgiveness somewhere along the line.
But she had the
I
opportunity
just
to
don't
let us
want.
know
I don't want to put this all on Maggie because there were some other folks that were saying a lot of the same things.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, it's not just Maggie.
But that
Maggie,
was from the dialogue yesterday. And
Maggie is a sweetheart, like straight up. And that again,
I love Maggie.
back to why I was so surprised that it was Maggie. Like, but like I she's a sweetheart, and I don't want to say her name anymore while she's not in here.
I don't know her, so
yeah.
I mean, I know she's on
local.
Instagram,
She's
but
dope. She's cool. She's good people. She looks out for people. All that stuff. I don't understand the anger towards him. I mean, that's her thing, you know. But at the end of the day, this is a show that we share with you guys as a family, you know. And I've said this 100 times. It shouldn't matter who our guest is. If y'all rock with us, that's all that should matter. Because no matter what you guys do, if y'all not hurting anybody, you know, if y'all not taking from anybody, I'm gonna rock with y'all regardless. I don't have to always agree with what you do, but I'm still gonna rock with you, and that's what it should be all about.
You got a techno club in the background. Your stuff changing color.
Ooh.
It was like purple, and then it was yellow. And
my shit just raggedy. Ain't no techno.
All right, man.
All right, I'm done with it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, cool. Let's be
taking them to church.
Yeah, let's be done with that.
So we'll wrap it up. Shout out to our guest Kaiser for coming through and chopping it up with us.
And the special last minute episode, the last minute guy. I feel bad because now Orchard's on here and we're just like, all right, let's end it.
Yeah, it's all good, man. No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, I mean we can kick it for a couple minutes or whatever, but
Wavy always welcome. So
for sure, we're gonna have Wavy on. Keep it a buck.
Yeah, and that one on that Polo's doing with the ladies, man. Give Wavy a Give me in there.
Hey, y'all gotta peek Wavy when he's like out at the beach. You gotta see the subtle camera moves. Like, oh,
that nigga stay at the beach. Yeah. Just a little creep to the left.
Yeah, he got the cakes.
Y'all gotta come down to DR, man.
I can't even married.
I'm about to say, and we live. Come on now, brother. What you doing?
Okay.
Oh man. Shout out to the usual suspects. You know, we had like, what was the peak? 125, 127. We got 71 now, 76 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down. It's all gravy.
Shout out to the Wave Mob. Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we're just gonna keep bringing it, man. That's it. It's fun. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, yo, let me holler at y'all offline. Like,
sure, yes. Hang on.
Just hang on, yeah.
Yeah, hang on. We'll shut it down. We'll stay on for a second. I'm gonna go through the people that tagged me. I got the son of some man, Ed. He'll be on in 2 weeks, so make sure y'all check out his episode.
It's your man.
Let's see here. J Soul, DJ Mel B, Fresh Kicks 3, Jody Rockstar, I Am Lars Young, Lars, Euro Got Soul, Soul Assassins, MJ, Holy Grails Jenkins, Arios, Ben. Yes, that's it, Jason.
Album coming soon.
Dominican Coquet, D-Lo. Is that it?
Retro Woman 6.
Mo.
J Soul, Adam Kicks, Kick the Habit, BG Kicks, O'Burberry.
KB.
Jody Rockstar, Sherry. Sneaker Hoarder EJ. Or J, my bad. Did you say Euro Got Soul?
Adam.
Yep. That's all I got.
Y'all.
If we miss you, apologies.
I want to say, okay, do I get to talk now?
No.
I guess. Is it your
I don't want to
favorite part of the show?
interrupt. I don't want to. No. It's never my favorite. The end is never my favorite part. Like, and I just really want to say, man, like we we truly and love the usual suspects, and I don't want there to be this idea that we don't because of this. I think we can also get carried away in trying to prove our own individual point, whether it be any one of us, excuse me, on the panel. Shout out to Shalako Cumberbatch. Don't nobody forget you.
Wavy.
Shout out to Wavy. But like, we really do appreciate and enjoy the fact that y'all come in here all the time and stick with us for hours. I've been up for a long time, Danny. And stick with us through all this stuff. And like, for real, if nobody was coming here, we wouldn't.
We'd four brothers talking to each other.
Yeah, and that in and of itself is cool, But like, in the end, what I shout out to Kais for coming on, and for anyone else that comes on, because if you can offer a unique perspective on the world of sneakers that I love, I would love to hear it. But if you're not doing something different, or doing like if you're not pushing on the edge of something, or customizing or doing something or whatever, it is what it is. So, I love everybody on here, and we can all get ramped up about it. And I'm just glad to be a part of this, and glad to be a part of this environment. So that's all I got.
All right, old man. I'm getting grumpy.
Yeah, I'm being quiet. Dan ended it nicely. I'm being quiet.
All right, y'all.
I'll see y'all next week.
See y'all next week.
Peace.